Alright, give me a second.
We're so tired. We just got back.
It's Sunday.
Alright, welcome to the Red Panda podcast where we shoot the shit for a while. Today we're talking about MAGFest 2019. My name is Pedrock. With me, as always, is...
Nelly!
And also...
Jeffrey.
And we have very special guests.
Hey, it's me, your boy.
And...
Ben, too bad.
And...
Hey, I'm also your boy.
But no name.
That's right.
Welcome, Randy.
You know who that is. The Randy Gamer.
Yeah, I'm the Randy Gamer.
And so, for MAGFest, we're all just going to go chronologically because it's the best way to organize that weekend. Only convention that we take an entire week to start. Although, technically, MAGFest always starts
A year.
4 months. No. It starts 4 months early when we make the fight for the hotel rooms. I just wanted to touch on that real briefly because they do the lottery, and this year's lottery, I think, was the best.
This was the fairest.
Yeah.
It was the most
implementation
fair
of
by
a hotel.
far.
You got a badge, you signed in, everybody got randomized at 7 p.m., and then you just got put in a line, and you got to see your place in line, and you just got to waste. If
It
you
was
thought,
messed up because I was in Taiwan, so I had to wake up at 4:30.
That's not messed up.
That's your fault.
Who from Taiwan is going to MAGFest except you?
Chinese Taipei.
And then I got in the queue and it was like, "Hey, you're in place 666." I'm like, "Ooh,
Ooh.
Oh,
That's good enough.
congrats.
I'm not getting a room."
No, I think you can.
666?
666? You didn't get a room?
No.
There's like
Wow.
20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
666
not
you should have gotten a
impossible.
room.
You should have
What?
easily-
I was
there's
7,000
2,000
and I got a
rooms.
suite.
Oh, maybe I got counted down to 666.
Oh.
You got counted down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did do that.
It was still dark.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm okay with that system coming back. Just get together with your friends, get as many badges. And
I don't like it because it's not
Put
as
your luck in.
easy to exploit. We can't.
Yeah.
No one
it
had
was-
one room.
Yeah, we
Well-
can't efficiently just.
We could have exploited it, but we didn't. If we had bought multiple badges and then canceled afterwards,
Oh, yeah,
we would have
that's
had more shots
Oh,
in.
that's how we do it.
That's what we
cut that.
Cut that. Yeah.
We knew about that.
Yeah, cut that. Cut that.
But that's literally it. But anyway.
But also, I mean, didn't Paul get a room like a week before anyway?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
could have gotten a room if they
If
really
you
wanted
really
a room.
try.
If you really try, well, not a suite, but if you
Not a
really wanted a
suite.
room, you could get a room.
You definitely have to keep trying because even us, we were like slated for non-atrium rooms, and we just kept trying until we
However,
got
yeah.
moved up or a spot became available. Just got to put effort into it.
A good
It's
tip
not, yeah.
is to talk to the Gaylord personnel in person and not over the phone.
Not over.
And
the phone.
on
Not
Tuesday.
over the phone. And
The
on
day
Tuesday.
before.
Tuesday was nice.
Yeah.
All right. So Tuesday was nice this year too because it was just New Year's Day, so had that naturally off, and then I took the rest of the week off. Day 0 was very reminiscent of last year. Came
Day
over
0
to
was busy.
Yeah.
I think that -1 is the new 0.
Oh, day 0 was so easy for me this year because I didn't book rooms, so I didn't have to go to Gaylord to check in. I just had to come over to Jay's house, help him pack because he never fucking packs.
FUP day 0 was just as hard, equally hard as last year.
You made it hard for yourself.
How come you never pack? You know, it's.
I did.
Nelson packs a month
Yeah.
in advance.
You know it's
he
coming.
unpacks.
He already drank
repacks.
his 3 drinks before MAGFest.
Yeah, Nelson.
He was
you were
that
supposed-
prepared.
1, 2, 3.
Nelson didn't drink 3 drinks. He spilled 3 drinks.
Oh.
Day 0, you spilled drinks.
What did I spill?
Bottles.
The beer.
The beer
Oh,
bottles.
yeah.
When?
Out in the parking lot.
Oh,
And you were getting yelled at.
that was a premonition.
We just had to get the bad luck out of the way early.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who got there first? Alex and Richard?
No, Alex and
Alex
Paul.
at 9:30.
That's right.
So
What a strong man.
I showed up at like 11.
Yeah.
I
And
knew
they
what I
let,
needed to do.
did they let you check in?
Yeah.
Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No big deal.
I
No big
slept,
deal.
They didn't care.
slept at 5 or 5:30.
That's your fault, dude.
And they-
I was packing. There's so much stuff to pack.
You had a week.
You know it
No.
comes the same time every
No.
year. This is like the people
No,
that say
no,
they
no,
can't
no.
afford it.
Yeah.
You have 12 months to save up.
I love those people.
Jay,
You
you,
know it's
had
gonna be
plenty of
free.
time, dude.
No.
There are
Yeah.
plenty
There's so
of
much
people
stuff.
who spend nothing in Mag.
You were able to do it day of. You could have done it a week before.
That wasn't day of. That was already like 95% packed.
I don't believe you.
That's a very big 5% left.
That 5%, that's how much stuff I packed.
You should do that 5% first.
then I have no lights in my room because I'm
That's
taking
fine.
off the Philips Hue lights.
That's fine. You got a
gonna do
flashlight on your phone. You got the
We have
windows.
good natural lighting in that room.
You have enough.
We're doing
Yeah.
a blackout party next.
Yeah, that's right. Black
Black curtains, sheets.
rubber curtains.
people.
Yeah, the hardest thing is always the arcade cab. But this year wasn't too bad. Last year we stripped it all the way down. This year we left the monitors.
Because I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
even
we got
necessary. We had 6 people. That thing is not that heavy when
It's
you have
not
6
that
people.
heavy when you have that many.
Lex wasn't injured for 2 months after.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm
Like-
so much stronger this year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big pro tip: even though you think you're strong, just know that sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
need
for
help.
last year's stuff.
It was a little
Yeah.
scary when we were moving the machine out, and you were on one side trying to get it up from the elevator, and it got stuck because that was the same position when mine got stuck in.
Yeah, but I am strong.
There were 6 people there. It was just me.
There were other people there. You didn't ask for help. That
I
was
know
on
my
you.
limits.
Yeah.
I know my limits.
The other person was just Nick. He didn't help very much.
You didn't
Cut
ask.
that, cut that.
I did help him.
Oh. Anyway, how was setting up the room? Because I actually wasn't there for most of it. All I saw was a time lapse where y'all just sat around.
There was a lot
I
of
like that.
just because when
You're
you're
having
doing it before you get started, there's that looming dread over your head. That,
Before that looming dread is we were waiting for stuff to get to our room.
oh, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
We were waiting for the cart.
So
The
we were
carts took
already
forever.
like in that mood to do nothing
Yeah.
because there's nothing we could do.
Yeah. But even when it got there, I was like,
There's so much.
I saw him pacing around. I was like, man, I know what that looks like. I've done that before.
You asked me, he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "There's stuff to do, and I don't want to do it." There's so much stuff that like I wish I was able to like pass on to others, but like I couldn't. I had to set up the lights, set up the router.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that other people couldn't do.
I know the main thing is that you can't trust others to replace light bulbs. It's very specific, specialized job. Only you can do that.
Yes,
Same with routers.
yes.
Okay, in all
The arcade. I was
he
waiting
trusted
for Pete.
people last year with the lights, and one of them broke.
That's
So
he trusted you with the lights, and one of them, bro. You break everything.
I didn't break nothing.
You broke it.
And I put
It's
the
already-
arcade. I put the arcade cab together. I did the most.
You did
Saturday
not.
Zero.
I did.
No, you didn't.
You weren't there.
Let's go to the footage.
Yeah, go to the footage.
Roll footage.
Even still, we were still set up by the end of the night.
It was, like,
pretty
waiting
quickly.
for-
Middle of the night.
Yeah. That,
No, we were set up very quickly.
I'd say we were done at 9 or 10.
Yeah, 9 or 10.
Sure.
We weren't cleanly set up, but we did have
we were
all the
done.
essentials.
Everything
up.
that
Yeah.
was set up was
Yeah.
set up.
It was a lot better than last year because last year we had to move everything to the suite the next day and then do
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Because we kept it all.
It was
in the
much better on
arcade.
day 0.
it. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
So
that.
day one we were ready to roll.
Praise Jasta.
Yeah. The day 0 night was really nice.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was pretty it was just
Wow.
us and
Sure.
people visiting.
Yeah.
Of very close friends and family.
Alex was missing majority of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that's fine.
That's on
He's
him.
walking around.
He's a grown man.
It is. He got a lot of t-shirts.
That's right. And then
That
the
t-shirt is tight, by the way.
the
Which one?
One of his friends.
Oh yeah,
The
press-
desktop one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
desktop.
yeah, the also the arcade cabinet that went up in the atrium.
Oh,
Was day 0 too.
I forgot day
The
0.
gazebo.
So day 0 we did
You did-
gift exchange where
We did so much
Oh
day 0.
my
Oh my
God.
god! I
Yeah.
forgot all this was day 0.
we had gotten gift bags for everyone.
That was day 0?
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
day 0.
We got gift bags for everyone. All the gift bags had the same thing. They had a Chinese knockoff Goku like sports jacket.
From Wish.com.
From Wish.com.
Letterman
Came
jacket.
through. a can of air.
Oh.
Just like grapefruit flavored oxygen. Actual
Mine was
oxygen.
menthol.
Yours was menthol.
Yeah.
You
I like the menthol one more.
I know.
We got customized coasters for our friends. We got a condom that had a hole in it for everyone.
Unlubricated.
Unlubricated.
Keyring. With
Key
a keyring.
ring.
Or one of them had a carabiner.
I did not get a carabiner. Mine just had a hole.
You had a rubber band. A Whole Foods rubber band.
We had little trinkets from the dollar store, a little gotcha from the dollar
Oh,
store.
that was Paul's.
And
We had a belt.
we had
A
paper
belt.
straw.
Oh.
Paper straw.
Paper straw.
Paper straw. Now, do you guys understand why?
I didn't use the paper
I didn't
straw.
use it. I refused.
There's
I used
one
the
more.
metal one.
I put a paper
Tight.
straw in the goodie bag because it's just a symbol of despair. It's so bad. I don't know if any
Kenny
guys
was
used
the
it.
only one to use it, and Kenny hated it.
I hate it. It doesn't last you a whole drink.
Yeah, it's just disintegrated.
I use
You put it in the margarita machine and it just freezes, gets chunky, and you're chewing the thing. Like,
The paper straw.
yeah, I was like, at the bottom, I was just like,
Came with like a little sugar stick.
ooh.
And there was
Sugar
also
straws, need that.
And the belt.
a belt, an off-white fake belt. And so after everyone opened, we
one
took
more.
pictures.
Also,
two
what
more.
else?
Was
One
there?
more.
What
A
else was in
baggie of googly eyes. I feel like that was
Yeah.
underutilized.
Oh, that was
There-
very underutilized.
There was the bag of googly eyes. There was the dollar store penicillin, and the bags themselves were Supreme bags.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I overlooked the bags because I
Oh.
loved it so well. It's just part of life.
Supreme.
Yeah.
Supreme's part of my life. That's my go to Giant with a reusable bag.
Oh.
I swear, put groceries in.
You just fill it with Uncrustables.
And so, since it's day 0 and it's nighttime, registration opens up. We got to go down, all looking the same. Got to make a lot of noise. Made a new friend at registration.
Registration, I heard. I was still setting up when it actually opened. I heard the line was long.
Yes,
It was
we
quick,
skipped that.
very
We
long.
avoided that.
We
Oh,
avoided it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's always long.
At the beginning?
I went when it was getting really long. It would move really fast.
Yeah,
So it was
there's
long,
just-
but it was fast.
Yeah, MAGFest is actually for their registration for signing in.
They have a lot of people.
extremely fast.
Well, the QR
Yeah.
codes work now.
The QR codes work. I think it's like
Even
faster
checking
than any
ID.
other con.
Oh,
By
definitely.
far.
Hands
Because they
down,
have so many
hands down.
people, and
Yeah.
the room is big.
Yeah, the line wasn't as long as previous years actually, just because it was getting through so quickly. Like, you know how normally you see the hall sometimes like loop
Yeah,
all the way down.
snake around.
It never even got to like the stairs.
Well, regardless, we
Yeah.
went down around like 11, 10.
Something.
No line.
No line. Yeah.
No line. Oh, that's when we squatted up.
Yes.
T-pose and all.
T-pose.
We did a lot of posing up. We did a
So
lot.
goodie bag had matching clothing. We all went down. Big squad.
Matching
matching.
air.
Big squad.
Matching air. Everybody breathed the
Matching
same air.
jacket, matching belt, matching
Cans of
canned
air.
air.
Matching
cards.
condoms. We were very well
Condoms.
protected.
Keychained.
We weren't that well protected.
And that's where we made a friend from last year. Met a friend from last year, Alexis.
Yep.
She was
Yep.
volunteering for registration. She had come to our room last year. I don't remember meeting her last year. But she was great this year. She just like visited us, hung out. And she was very excited to see us in DBZ shirts. We were all generic Gokus except Alex. She said Alex was Krillin.
Oh, no.
Because
Randy.
So after that, back to the hotel room. I mean, nothing else was open. I didn't even hear music. I didn't hear jam pods going on day 0.
After that, we went to his car.
They were open, I think, by the chiptunes area, but we
The
just
ship
never.
tunes was very out of the way. Oh, I guess it's always down
for the
there.
jam.
It's down the
there,
hallway.
there actually was a different spot. It was right next to the arcade, or no, not arcade, the LAN area. There's a
Oh.
room that they had like yoga for gamers and stuff. They had setups in there for day 0.
Right. I want
There's
to
a-
bring up
yeah.
a common topic here, Pete.
Yeah.
You and I did not go downstairs at all. So
After this point, after we did our lap and after we went back to our room, this is where Jeff and I are going to be a little bit more quiet because for 2 days we just didn't go to MAGFest. We didn't go Thursday. We didn't go Friday. So take it away, guys. What happened on day 1?
I did not attend a
Alright.
lot of MAGFest.
Oh god, day 1.
Day 1, we got up for food.
Yeah.
Yes.
We did cater.
Wait, was
common
the margarita
thing-
machine day 0?
Yeah.
If you
No,
slept
they
weren't.
in every day, you woke up at around 11 or 12.
First of all,
So healthy.
So healthy.
I set my alarm for 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. every day.
Oh,
It
dude,
went off
it
and
went
woke
off.
up everyone
Oh
else.
my god! I
But
turned
I
over and it
slept
was-
in.
So I'm assuming the cycle was your alarm woke everyone in the sleep room up.
Yeah.
Richard wakes up, proceeds to walk to the suite, wakes me up by lying down on the bed and opening the door. So
then
I
I go
wake up
into-
at like 9:30,
And then I go into their room.
and then you go to Ben's room. They wake up around like 9:40, 9:50,
And I'm still
and
sleeping.
you're still the alarm is still going. By the way,
Oh,
He
yeah.
made it through all of that.
I do the thing where my alarm is for like 9, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. But I just keep my finger over the power button and I just tap it. So it always goes
Honestly,
to just...
I do the same shit and
Yeah.
Claire fucking hates it.
Yeah.
Every time she's like, just set one alarm.
No. 'Cause then I
can't.
definitely won't get up. I need that many. It's the finger tricks.
I got that bad
triggers.
brain.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I woke up around noon. No one was in the room. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I took a shower. I walked over and there was food. It was great. All 3 days. I went
So
the exact
casual.
same.
So casual.
I always ended up waking up very early, but that means I got to take a shower in the suite every day, which is nice.
Oh, you took a shower in
that was
Yeah.
That's against the rules.
I took a lot of showers in there. And
That was not what
I
you were supposed to be
would
doing.
curl up in a ball on the bottom too, because I was still kind of
there?
tired.
That was the hour shower the first day, right?
Yeah.
I did not take
Yeah.
I did not take any showers in our hotel rooms.
Oh,
We'll get to
that's
that.
right. Later.
We'll get to that.
The true
Ominous.
MAGFest experience.
But
Not quite.
our daily activities was Richard will wake me up. Be at 9, 10, we'll eat a clementine or two.
Oh,
But
my
by
God.
then, I'll get a phone call from catering. So this is the year that we did catering. Instead of walking to Nando's 3 times a day,
Or Uber Eats, etc.
whatever, we were like, hey,
Bring
let's
the
just do
food to
a
us.
big ass order of catering. We'll spend the same amount of money
Yes.
or less.
Less.
definitely.
For sure.
To, like,
less.
It
Maybe,
seems
maybe
daunting.
the same or less, but the quality of food is way higher than
Yeah.
anything you get at the National
It's definitely
Harbor.
less. Like we usually we stay up real early and do breakfast. Breakfast there is like $36 already. Then we would get up and do some form of lunch, like around,
Nando's.
Yeah, Nando's or whatever. That's gonna be 14 to 20 depending on where you go. And then we would do nighttime and maybe Uber Eats because we were having just these like small meals throughout
With no leftovers.
with no leftovers. So this year to just have a big ass order come in at 12 that you split between everybody, completely worthwhile and definitely lasted throughout the day.
Oh, yeah.
So
'Cause-
I've been trying to think about this. Why pretty much everybody spent more time in our room this year than at MAGFest. Whereas I feel like in other years it was maybe 50-50 or maybe more at MAGFest. And I feel like it's because the catering put us over the top.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, like before our room had at least as much good stuff to do or good
Entertainment.
entertainment as MAGFest did. Like we had the arcade machine, we had our own DJ setup, so we had the music and the gaming. MAGFest doesn't have food as an option anywhere. Neither did our room, so we had to go downstairs. And if we had to go downstairs, it's like maybe we'll walk
Yeah, once
around,
you're already
whatever.
down there, you
But
might as
now
well do
we
a
gave
lap.
ourselves incentives to stay in the room by having nice food all day, every day.
Yeah, day one was Chick-fil-A. That was a pretty nice starter. Chicken nuggets, a sandwich.
They called. We got big chicken nugget tray.
Yeah.
A lot of sandwiches.
Dude, I had a sandwich at like midnight.
Oh yeah, they
lasted
lasted.
all
Sandwiches were
day.
so
They
good.
lasted.
Yeah.
And we also had the margarita machine set up by that time.
Right, it
Which-
came in. I didn't
Demetrius Blevins
go get it. Name
came
drop.
through for us.
Yeah, that was very painless,
Tiki
right?
time margarita.
They brought the machine. How was it getting the machine up to the room?
It was fine. I mean, so the margarita machine was your normal, 6-gallon margarita machine on like a shitty little cart that
Dolly,
you'd have
yeah.
like in elementary school. And
I need one of those.
it was sketch because when he had been emailing me, I was like, this is pretty third world experience. Communication wise, I was like, a lot of grammar mistakes, a lot of spelling mistakes. Guys, I don't know if this is happening. Like, I just PayPal'd him $425, so I hope we get what we paid for. But sure enough, he came and he was like, nicest guy, spoke very fluent English.
Oh, he's
He was
fine,
like,
yeah.
he's the nicest guy. He, like,
Chill.
got
Any
my phone
issues
number.
with getting it into the hotel?
No problems getting into the hotel.
Hotel
Everyone-
lobby, people didn't care.
They didn't. Not only did they not care, but they were like, "That's a great idea." Someone from the MAGFest staff was like, "Oh, this guy knows what he's doing. I want to go where he's going." I was like, "Yeah, you do."
They did.
One of the nice things that came with it that none of us expected was the umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
It came with this massive pink floral umbrella,
Frilly.
and having that out on the balcony for the world to see was truly a measure of our
eye-catching.
superiority.
Yeah.
Power move.
Yeah,
Eye catching.
That was an Apex attendee.
yeah.
Double balcony with an arcade cab on one side and a margarita machine on the other, perfectly balanced.
So
like the scales of
Why I
justice.
say like my packing's always stressful because there's a lot of planning and thought with a lot of stuff I bring. One of the things I was worried about was the margarita machine.
Yeah.
Like we never used one before. I don't know what the ratios are to make the perfect recipe. So it was pretty painless. It
Yeah,
was like
it
we did a
was.
lot of thinking ahead
Everything's
of
on the
time.
bottle, on the margarita mix bottle.
Right.
Or like the first few batches, and that gives you an idea
But
of what
still,
to do
we
with
didn't
the
really
others.
we never done it.
Yeah.
So
we
it
didn't
was
know
like-
about like the care involved, like downtime.
Cleaning.
I think we
Yeah.
just stressed about it more than we realized we needed to.
Yeah, and then we were like, oh, it's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Really easy.
Just
Yeah.
pour the stuff in the bucket,
Yeah.
If it tastes light, add more. If it's not boozy enough, add more.
Yeah.
And then add water.
And add water.
And then dump it into the machine, wait 2 hours, slushed up.
Yeah, from an observer, I
only
just
2
saw you
hours.
guys dump stuff in a bucket, then dump the bucket in the machine. 3 hours later, you got cool ice juice.
Also, nice thing is that it came with a bucket, so we had 2 buckets available.
Oh, it came with a bucket.
Yeah. The margarita, I don't know. I just thought it wasn't going to be all that, like, strong. But it's perfect. The amount of alcohol
Yeah.
you put into it is nice and strong. Because it doesn't taste horrible, you're drinking it pretty quickly. But because it's mostly water, you're also not destroying yourself.
Yeah, you're not dying
Yeah,
afterwards.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And it was strong so you get buzzed, but not too strong to get the normal people messed up and like thrown up in our room and shit.
Oh yeah,
And
didn't get people sloppy.
the batch we made, I feel like we messed up, but in a
Probably.
good way.
Yeah.
I think we added too much water, which is good because it's not that sugary.
Right.
Usually the margaritas are like super
Really
sugary,
sugary.
but I think we definitely messed up. But it's fine.
like
it worked
the
out in our favor.
Secret tech.
We also messed up because we put in Coke on one of them. Just Coke.
Yeah.
Like, that did not slush up at all. We thought it was going to be really quick because it's a lot of sugar. Nah, it started fucking with the machine, actually.
Oh, really?
Because it wouldn't scrape off. Like, when it did make ice around the cylinder, it wouldn't flake off fast enough. But eventually you would just see click. It would click, like, forcing itself.
yeah.
And then a big chunk of ice would start floating in the middle of the tank.
Lessons learned.
But what
Yeah.
worked really well with it is that we had on one side was the alcoholic drink
And then
and
non-alcoholic.
then non-alcoholic, but we didn't. I don't think we ever told anybody.
No, I
People
told,
were
I
like,
told people.
Placebo effect.
so some of them were like, "Oh, the other one's kind of light," and I'm like, I'm like, yeah, you know, the alcohol's at the bottom. So just gotta let it turn for a little bit.
I told
They're like,
people.
okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna have another.
Yeah, when people came in.
Get it.
Which I guess takes us to midday. No, was it day one? No, we didn't do day one.
They won't. Yeah, we didn't. do
Never mind.
anything.
That was day two. So we're on day one. It was just still friends and family.
Friends and family. We're still
Just people coming
getting
in.
into the group, eating our food. Friends are finally coming in because
Yeah,
it's Thursday.
people
No one
finally
really comes at
coming
day
in.
zero. Well,
Yeah.
a lot more people now.
I thought it was
Yeah.
less this year.
Really?
It felt
Pete,
less.
did you go downstairs?
I didn't go downstairs, but it felt like less.
You didn't go downstairs.
From what I saw.
You're a bad judge. You're a bad judge of attendance.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, what was the rest of day one? Just mostly hanging out.
Bah.
Oh,
Was that day one?
Did we go day one?
Did we go day one?
Wow.
No, we went.
Yeah.
We might have.
We did day one because we had nothing to do. Because arcade didn't open till 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were
Right.
like,
Everything didn't open until 4 or 5.
right.
Very late.
So we were like, well, we got our catering.
We ate.
We ate.
What else is in the Gaylord?
Relash Spa. We had access to the spa for the last like 3 years, 2 years. We just never did it. We always joke about it. We went to the hot tub and the pool last year. The public.
Yeah, we've gone to the open one.
Right.
Well, it
But
wasn't
not
too
the spa
enjoyable.
one.
I'm very anti-gamer goo, so I
Yeah.
didn't go.
But this year it was me, Jeff, Richard, and Ben. We checked out the spa. There, it is such a pleasant experience. They give you a tour. They bring you in. They're like, "Here are the lockers.
It's-
you can change
mind
here."
you,
Yeah.
If people don't know where the spa is, it's on the lobby floor.
That's the gazebo level when you
Yeah,
make
second
the
floor.
connector.
Yeah.
No,
The
gazebo level?
connector.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes,
It is.
No.
I think so. I don't know.
No, it's not because you
No,
have to
it's
go down.
not. It's lobby level.
Oh,
It's lobby
There's
level.
Whatever.
Gazebo level is the one that has
Ballrooms, right?
Oh, it just
It's-
connects across.
It connects across to all the different.
MAGFest
The
tech
shops.
support
Is
stuff.
it shops?
No, not
What
the
is it?
shops.
It's
It
like
connects.
FedEx and
Yeah,
Yeah,
to like
shoe
the,
shine
yeah, yeah.
and all
the
that.
shoe shine and all the panels.
So it's on the
and then
lobby
if you go
level.
down one
Okay.
floor, the lobby floor
is
is right
lobby.
there. Before
Lobby level, you definitely pass by. Some people do.
It's like
There's
the
two-
salon area.
You 100% passed by.
There's two
Yeah.
paths
Yeah.
to the conventions, the rooms, I guess.
Yeah.
One of them is like the normal path, and another one is like this brightly lit area where you see a lot of cosplayers take photos because it's so brightly lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
That's-
of there's like a diamond store.
Yes.
Is there?
Yeah.
There's like a high.
There's a
fashion.
salon. There's a high fashion,
Right.
ritzy-ish area.
But that's where the spa is.
Yeah, and aside from having, so the spa, like, tour, they have you go to, first a little lounge area, where it's just seats, they got apples, they got nuts.
Before you go
then-
into that,
No, they,
no,
that's like the first spots.
you do. But
Yeah.
like, mind you, the Gaylord is very loud at this point.
Oh,
With a lot
yeah.
of people, the indoor atrium, it's just very loud, a lot of noise. a lot of white noise. It's very nice for some. But the moment you walk into the first set of glass doors at the spa,
Silence.
Very,
Silence.
very
Completely deadened.
Yeah.
and then once you walk through the second set where the tour begins,
Negative sound.
nothing.
Yeah.
Negative space.
Void.
Yeah, vacuum space.
Aside from a lounge and lockers, they have a hot tub area, sauna area, and then they have a deep, deep back area, which is, I guess, where they schedule all the massage. And they also have, like, the dark, silent lounge,
Yeah.
where it was very nighttime, dark, just a quick little TV. Even the TV was put on low, and they're just like,
Overlooks
just
the
come in.
river.
Yeah, they're just whispering while they talk to you, and they're like, just come in here, and you can't hear me.
That was also where all the massage rooms were too. And that's why they were like especially quiet.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to put that 13-year-old girl on the speaker.
No.
No.
Cut that.
That ASMR.
So we changed. We got to enjoy some snacks. Richard got to enjoy an apple
Oh man.
and take it over to the hot
My
tub,
guilty
world
pleasure.
tub. That water was fresh. It was hot as fuck.
It's
too.
fresh
really
because
fucking
no one
hot.
uses it.
Yeah, we only saw one other person who was like, "Oh,
He only used steam room. He didn't even use the hot tub.
yeah."
He was in there for so long.
He was. So I was worried about him.
He had gills.
Oh, and that was the other guy. No, we were talking about when we went the first day.
Oh, okay.
There was
yeah.
another MAGFest attendee. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I did not know."
Yeah, MAGFest people came in here. He was like, "God damn it!" He was looking at us and be like, "You're
He-
the gamer."
Oh, he was getting a massage.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Oh, we
He's a MAGFest attendee
next
too.
year. Couples massages.
Yeah.
We're doing it. Yeah.
Let's go.
Do the massages cost?
Yeah,
so
you
it's
have to
probably
pay for that one.
Standard spa price.
Yeah,
so
like
like
80
80
bucks.
now.
No.
That's not bad.
80 or something. But the
You got a year to save up.
Yeah. Do they walk on your back?
80 and up.
Just want an elbow drop, just like that. What was it? Thai massage.
Yeah.
we
Whatever
learned.
James Bond got in that one movie where he just got like bent out of shape. That's what I want.
Just make a post on 21 Plus. Looking
Looking
at this,
for-
like sample, like
Snappled or
Yeah.
pretzeled. After the hot tub whirlpool, Jeff and Ben are very strong. They were able to do the steam room.
Could
Steam
not.
room
We-
is hard to breathe.
I walked
need-
in and walked out.
Yeah.
Before we also go into this, another common theme of MAGFest. Air quality was very bad.
Oh, it was not good.
In
That
the
was
rooms,
okay.
in the
Upstairs.
convention.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Convention was better than upstairs.
Their filter
Yeah,
just
somehow.
wasn't working.
It wasn't working this year. I don't know what it was, but like all of us were like backed up, coughing, dry.
That was okay.
Is bad. So that's why I went in the steam room. Steam room let me revitalize myself.
No, it didn't work
No.
I felt very cleansed. I felt like I was getting wrung out like a towel.
The dry sauna. That one was fine.
for me. That wasn't.
Yeah, that one we were able to sit into. It was like getting into a car where you turn up the heater while you clean the snow
It
off.
felt fresh.
Yes, that one felt nice. But I don't. Steam
love
room, I
the
just
steam.
couldn't breathe.
I
need
couldn't
the
breathe
steam
in
room.
there. How
I
could
need
you?
it.
I needed it.
You got
I
to
was
get
so
it deep
dry.
in your lungs, just like freshen up.
Yeah, that's a no for me. Though.
When we got out of there, I was kind of sweaty, and I was looking forward to the shower area because I figured since this is for the spa, it's going to have hot water. Did not.
That was the one downside of the
Yeah.
spa. I don't know what it was.
It was hot for a quick second, and then it just got cold, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm
The
done."
second time we went, we had more consistent hot water.
There was still the one shower that
There
like
was that
just
one
didn't
back
work
corner
for some
that
reason.
didn't,
yeah.
Just freezing.
I think everyone was getting in and taking showers at MAGFest. Good for you guys.
Yeah, good job,
For
everyone.
you.
You did it.
The spray.
The surprise.
Oh man, the eucalyptus spray in the shower. That was so nice.
The instructions are spray it on the wall and it just smells minty, fresh,
Makes you feel better.
feel good.
could smell
The
it
bathroom
now.
also had the salt rub.
Oh yeah.
With that had like lotion in it as
Yeah.
well.
It's just a salt that you rub on your hands, and then it just makes you feel
Gets
all
all your dead
smooth.
skin off.
It was
Yeah.
great. We walked out of there drunk, essentially. A different type of drunk.
We walked
Yeah.
in. No. We walked in with our margaritas. I did with Ben.
Oh,
You
yeah,
did.
we had
You
our
and
cups.
Ben.
We had our cups. We
The
had our
superior cups.
insulated cups for margaritas.
No.
They never melted.
Even after steam room and hot tub, still frozen.
Nah, me and Richard went in sober, but came out like just on a high.
Yeah.
Yeah, blessed.
I couldn't drink afterwards.
No, I could. Anytime we went to the spa, I was done the rest of the afternoon.
It was just, you felt
was
good.
like- I'm too relaxed. I'm too
Relaxed.
I'm too sober.
Yeah.
I'm too relaxed.
I didn't want to spoil it with drinking.
Yeah, the rest of the night was very simple. Is that when you went down, Richie? You did a lap.
I did a lap,
Yeah.
a brief one.
Nelson, what about you? What you been doing all this time?
I took. Oh, what was it? Thursday?
Yeah.
I watched the Liverpool game.
Oh, that's right.
So I started off with a little drink to get started because I was already nervous about the game. I took a long shower, got a little shave.
1 hour.
Did a little self prep, and
How did our boys do? How did the game come out?
they lost that game,
Damn.
but
Top of the.
still top of the table. So they were currently as the time of recording they are still at the top of the table. They were 2 games ahead anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, I didn't leave the room for that. I was planning on going downstairs to the sports bar, but no. I was feeling once I got fresh, I got on the balcony. I was like, you know what? Staying in the room.
I did do a lap on Thursday though, because that's when I got my drawstring Mewtwo.
You
bag.
disappeared a few times. That's
Yeah.
right. I remember.
did a
This
couple
didn't click
walkarounds.
until later, but
Yeah.
you did start the day with, "Oh, I need a bag,"
Yeah.
and by the end of the day, you had one.
That's
it was like a
right.
nice little Pokemon one. From
I
was
will
a
say
nice
though,
bag.
I had to really hunt and peck for that bag. There are like vendors, if you're listening to this, you need more drawstring bags. It's inexcusable that I go through this entire massive warehouse of vendor goods and there is one person selling drawstring bags.
Did they have
No one
messenger
said
Thank God
bags?
to that person. What?
Did they have messenger bags? 'Cause those,
Messenger bags?
yeah, it's like the little
What are those,
one strap over the shoulder.
I think they had like tote bags.
Yeah.
They had
What about
totes.
the leather thing in the back? You get a nice leather bag?
Yeah, you could have got a nice leather suit.
I was not gonna get one of those from the leather place where they're like all
That's
medieval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
could
don't
have
even
got
think they had bags. I think they had like fanny packs.
cufflinks. You could have got a bangle.
Yeah, you walked out with a drawstring bag where you could have came out with
I
cufflinks.
think you could have got a butt plug. I think I had those there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You could have
Oh.
came out a leather daddy. Instead, you came out a con
that's
attendee.
this weekend.
What about you, Lex?
Oh, actually, yeah. I'm gonna go into Ben's really quick. Ben could have got an official MAGFest drawstring bag at the front.
Oh.
It has the MAGFest logo on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like Mewtwo better.
Yeah, I do too.
Cut that.
But I knew a lot of people who had shows on Friday and Saturday, so that means normally they have like small parties in their hotel rooms throughout the con, but it ended up all of them being on Thursday. And I went around to a few of them. They're all playing Smash Bros. And our room party was better.
Oh,
I think-
we did it.
Yeah,
I think Smash Bros was a pretty dominant force.
it was
everywhere,
so
just because
dominant
it
everywhere.
came out like a month before.
And I was surprised. I was playing a little bit so I wouldn't get like crushed because I don't own the game. But everyone who plays it's really bad. So I played 8 rounds of 8-player Smash,
Ooh.
but I won all of them.
Oh my god.
Who'd you play?
I don't know, randoms mostly.
Oh,
I don't know all their names. I knew a few of them. I know a few of their names, but I mean. No
So
big
that
names.
was
Yeah, we had a very simple rule.
one of my rules for
going
MAGFest.
into
I
MAGFest.
told Pete before we went in there. I'm
and
like,
Pete
Pete,
enforced it.
Yeah.
I don't want Smash in our room.
Which is such a good idea. They could have gotten Smash anywhere else.
So
And I
that's,
didn't-
that's the thing,
Anywhere
right?
else.
Smash's new game just came out a month ago.
Very big.
Very big. Everyone's gonna play.
popular.
Everyone plays. The casuals,
Hardcore players.
players.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. People never played Smash before. They're gonna play it.
People who don't play video games play
It's a
Smash.
cool thing, right? Smash is a cool thing.
They're
cool
playing
game,
in the halls.
but not in our room because it just takes up space.
Big X on that one.
Takes up so much
Yeah.
space, and then like
Takes up a
Takes
lot
up
of
so much-
attention.
So much
lot of
scent.
Yeah.
that too. It brings a lot of people in. You're like, oh, you have a setup. I want to play, and then you're doing 8-man Smash setups in one room, and you have 8 people around. Like
And other
one
people
TV.
are coming to watch.
And
like,
that
I
takes
want
for
in.
fucking
Also,
ever,
one
too.
thing about 8-player Smash is that it is not that fun. Like, there's 8 people playing it, but just because you're playing something doesn't mean you're having fun. Like,
Right.
Instead, we had Street Fighter on the cab. we had
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Puyo
Puyo Tetris. That was
By
a
the way,
hit.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
I bodied all the mods in Puyo Tetris.
Oh,
for
get
21
it.
Plus, and
Get
I
it, girl.
demanded them as
Oh.
I was drunk that they make me a mod because Ray.
Hey.
I was like, how come Ray's a mod? How come I'm not a mod?
You
You're
have
here
a
in this
claim.
room.
Yeah, you have a claim to fame.
Yeah.
You beat him. You earned
I'm
it.
like, what have you done?
Put it in chat.
That's true.
Put it in the
you gotta put it in the
MAGFest
21
room.
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
Like, how come not in my
I
yet?
beat all the mods
The one
at
thing
Puyo
about
Tetris.
being
I
mad,
earned it.
No, that's something I want to yell at him in person and not want to deal with it all online because I don't want to see. I don't want to go into that group. I just want to have Richard post me the highlights.
That's right.
On the topic of Smash, they did have the Smash Zone in the console room.
Oh,
Right, so
yeah.
that's why I said like
So the
I don't
Smash
want
quarantine.
I don't want
That's
Smash in
basically
our
what it
room.
was. Like, we know people want to play Smash. We're just going to rope this off here, let them tend to
A
themselves.
good fourth of the console room was just
Yeah.
Smash.
It was a solid chunk.
And
Yeah.
there was
Big
I was
no-no.
actually shocked. So I was down there with Rogi, and the big projector they had on the screen that was constantly playing Smash was just bot battles.
Yeah, it was
just
a bot
watching
tournament.
bot battles, and I was like, what? Like, this is a lot of space.
But that's like a common thing in the console room. Like, the other
Yeah.
one is always the other automated thing where it was like, MagFest plays Pokemon or whatever, like the spin-off of Twitch.
Yeah.
They still have
There's
that.
always some... Yeah, so I mean, that's like what they always have on the wall.
Yeah, that's just a
we got to talk
projector
about
thing on the
badges, too.
walls.
Those
Yeah.
things were good.
So that's why I don't want Smash in our room. It's going to be everywhere else.
Yeah, you didn't need it.
If you put
Yeah.
it on our cab, it's never going to get off our cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking also people's attention away. You want to be able to talk to people and hang out and all that good stuff. Does that take care of day one? I feel like
Who
day
actually
one.
went to day one?
I did.
Ben,
Ben.
Richard, Nelson,
Yeah, I did a lot.
bunch of people.
Those
Richard,
Just-
other highlights.
You guys,
Just
yeah,
me
we
and
went,
Jeff.
Oh, I went down
Yeah.
with Ken later on.
Yeah, I went down to play
Oh,
Third Strike.
I was tipsy.
So yeah, day
yeah.
two.
What did we do
actually,
then?
Day one, I spent a lot of time in the indie game room, but for the Baby Castles arcade machine stuff,
Oh.
which is a lot of single use, like dumb games they just have. It was basically all the games I make in Video Game Maker. They
Oh,
just put
cool.
them on cabs.
Oh, like that.
I really
So
wanted
the
to
poop,
spend...
the poop dog one was amazing. There was one
Which
where
one's
you-
the poop dog one?
So it's a head-to-head game. There's 2 players, and then you just have these like little like ball controllers, like mouse ball things, and you control the dog's motion with that, and you're just a dog. And then if you've ever done
We saw
basic
that.
programming, it's kind of like Turtle, where when you move the person, there's like a line behind it. But the line behind it was just like a little dog poop stain. So you're
A
trying
snake.
to race through the house. Yeah, like snakes. So you're
Okay.
racing through the house trying to get to the finish line and also cover as much as the ground with your little dog scoot as possible and then also breaking furniture.
Yeah,
Very fun.
Oh.
that's a cool
We
game.
saw it,
Look
but
at
it
this up
wasn't
right now.
on when we pressed it, so we didn't get to actually play it. Yeah, the indie space was amazing.
It was like I feel like every year they go above and beyond what they did last year in terms of the
Yeah.
spaces they give to people, the decorations, the
Last year,
general design of the
I will
areas.
Yeah.
say, the game's not that impressive.
yeah,
But
yeah.
one thing I definitely noticed right away, and I told Pete, I'm like, look at all these games. They actually are catching my attention because
Mm-hmm.
there's more physical things to do with
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah,
That was the Baby
setup
Castle
very
stuff.
good.
Interactive
like all the caps.
entertainment.
Like there were big flashing buttons or like
Yeah.
like 80 buttons on the arcade.
Yeah, that was the
stuff.
baby-
Oh, that was Baby Castles. Those
Yeah,
were
the
indie games.
the,
Those
the
were
baby
viable.
castle area was all the weird games that I was like yelling and
Yeah, but
rhyming about.
that one setup had like a couch, and I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
other spaces were nice because they've all been stepping it up. They know that they have to create a space. One
Yeah.
of them was a tent. They had
Yeah.
the little palm
That was
tree
their
and
last year.
everything. Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That footage.
My
2
big
years
thing
ago,
with
there was a
the
tent.
indie game room this year is I feel like with having more professional space and more professional games is now they're more professional salesmen. It felt way more predatory walking through the indie game.
It did.
Like people were like, "Hey, come try my game." They're like trying to get me to play, and they're like
Good.
trying to watch me, and I was like,
You know how you avoid that? Only go at 3 a.m.
Yeah, when they're not there.
Or just go
That's
to
what I
Baby
should have done.
Castles.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want to play these games, but I don't want to give you my time of day.
I did that for the Picross game.
Oh yeah.
Picross game, I mean, I guess I'm spoiled just because I was playing the Nintendo one. But the Picross game.
Was that
they
the
had
one
there
that
was
you
badass.
weren't?
It was
That's a dating sim, isn't it?
Yeah,
Kind of. It's Picross, and then you have
I don't remember.
it's Picross, but there's a
visual
lot of
novel.
text.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what?
It's kind of.
What's that one game that you were complaining about?
I complained a lot. Let me start. So when we did go down and checked out, everything was mostly closed, but the baby maker area was really open. A lot of the other indie games were open. We did a lap. We checked out a bunch of them. I don't know why it happened to be that the ones that were open were all just like getting on my goddamn nerves, because one of them was about piloting a mech.
Oh, that's right.
Cool. The piloting the mech. I hit F5 refresh. They had a little sign that said, "Are you gay enough to?" And it's a
Oh, I
yes or
saw
no
that.
question. And
I
they
took a
say,
picture of that.
"Are you like girl enough?" And it had yes or no question. It's like, "Can you pilot a mech?" Yes or no question. Honestly, answered no, no, no.
Yeah.
Right. But I still was like, let me try. Let me see my chances. And I restarted, and I wanted to play the damn game, but it was way too many fucking lines of goddamn text that were basic as shit.
Yeah, but you didn't meet the prerequisites, so of course you're not going to understand the game. The game wasn't for you.
But I didn't even get to the game. It was just
there was a
dialogue
lot
for a
of
character
text.
You
that
didn't
for all
pass
these
the
games.
Look,
test.
here's my point.
Was it a game or I
Throw
thought it was
me-
a visual novel?
Maybe it was. If it was so, if so, my bad. Don't listen to this. But if it was a game, throw me into the game. Let me play it first, because I don't give a shit about any characters unless I don't like the game.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
just
should have
tech
went
demos.
not at 3 a.m. and
No,
maybe had someone tell you
Because
about
here's
the
how everything
Wait,
else
hold on.
You
went.
should have answered honestly.
How much alcohol did you have in your system?
Decent
at the
enough.
time?
You should have
Decent
answered
enough.
honestly.
There was a lot of text.
Yeah.
I played a lot of those
That's what I'm
games.
saying.
There was a lot of text
Yeah.
in a lot of those games.
Well, you got to immerse the player.
I feel
The
like they
baby-
wanted to like grab your. They
That's
wanted
not
some
how you
like
grab
emotional like connection, and I'm like,
Why
yo,
would I
you
care?
got to give me like 10 seconds, and then I put me in that robot.
Yeah, you got to go quick. The baby maker space was some stuff was cool. They had that 1,000
Are
button
you saying
game.
that right? Is it Baby Maker?
It's
I'm
Baby
probably
Castles.
baby castle. There were a lot of tents where you could make babies in, so that's
It's like a venue in New York.
Yeah,
right?
New York. Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
but I guess it's like an artistic space too.
Oh, I love art.
some of the nice
multi-
stuff.
He's lying.
The 1,000 button thing where it's a fighting game where each
I like
button
that
does
one.
something new.
That was-
Great.
That was
Wonderful. Why? Because it looks interesting, it looks weird. You can sit down and you immediately understand what's going on.
Coming out 2025.
But they had some game that was like a tabletop, and it had a bunch of little white buttons, and it had like a screen, and the screen had a bunch of squiggles. I didn't know what the fuck that was. I just kept pressing buttons until I realized that it was like Simon Says, like just repeat the pattern, and I got bored and immediately left. There was one that was just a Beatmania 2 controller wrapped in white paper, and in front of it was just LED lines where the notes came down. It was just fucking Beatmania.
With
I didn't get
LED
the appeal.
lights. That's
They
it.
already made that
It's a
game.
physical game, though. You don't need a screen. You don't need.
No, bump. How do I pick a song? I didn't even think about that.
No,
There was
so-
like headphones to listen to. Like the only way that thing would have been interested, I thought about this later, is if I just knew the story. If this was just some person who was like, I want to learn game design and I love Beatmania, so I'm just gonna recreate that but with LEDs. Cool, I can see your progress. But just the same fucking game, lame as shit.
Maybe that was the story. You went at 3 a.m. They weren't there to tell you.
No predatory salesmanship
Yes.
to hook you in.
That could have been the exact context in which that was made, and you weren't there at a time that they
There
could
was
tell
some
you.
other one where it was like a skateboard on a pile of trash,
That sounds nice.
and
That's how I live.
there
Tony
was
Hawk
a,
Ride?
Yeah,
and there was
tell-
a screen. Jay tried to play it.
I
And
tried
look,
to do it at 5 a.m. on Saturday, Sunday morning. So I was exhausted. I was not doing no kickflip.
See,
It's
you
just-
guys are complaining about things that you weren't even ready for, man. That you didn't have.
No, because there was one.
One game.
There was one.
That was one game. Go ahead.
One game that is very simple. It has a little doorknob stopper thing. The little.
It was the flagpole game. The
Yeah.
biggest thing you
Yeah.
see in there.
A big LED all the way up, and it has a little dollar sign with a flag up at the top. I want that dollar. Let's hold this little stick and see what it does.
I thought it was just a light show. I'm like, oh, I'm just moving a stick up and down to make some lights. I'm like, this is fun. And I was like, oh, this is a game.
Yeah,
I
very self-intuitive. There's one input: either jiggle the stick, which I'm good at, jiggling sticks, and watch what the output is on the goddamn LED. Go up, attack lights, or go up and run through lights. Beautiful.
mind you, the game is great. Watching Pete play was not great. I was getting so mad.
See, you were there Sunday morning. You could have just gone to skee ball. That's a very
No, incorrect.
I did
I
like
did go to
skee-ball.
skee ball.
and
Lines.
Yeah.
it's skee ball. It takes like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
there's
it's
a
line.
line. The
Yeah.
whole concept of me playing games in the arcade room is that there's no line.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting in no damn line.
F-Zero had a line.
Oh, I want to play F-Zero.
F-Zero
There's a
always
line.
had a line though. They had it like
There's
an
no
actual
line.
rope.
We
for
got
that.
lucky last year.
Yeah.
No line last year.
Well, here's the thing. We went last year. We stayed up real late last year. We
Well,
went at like 7 a.m.
Last year was also messier. It was
Yeah.
harder to see.
Like arcade. I thought actually had more machines this year. And
Arcade
it was,
was
like, more dense.
perfectly
Arcade
laid
was-
out.
It
Yeah,
was
layout was
good.
amazing this
It
year.
was good this year.
Everything was nicely organized. All the American caps to one end, all the Japanese caps to the other. Shooters, rhythm, all
but
had their nice little
arranged
section.
diagonally or like in a row instead of like the mess that they had last
That
year.
weird circle thing they tried to do. That
Yeah,
wasn't the
that made
best
it-
idea.
Of which one?
From last year?
The arcade layout last year, when they tried to
Oh,
do
yeah.
circles
Yeah.
of stuff, and this year it was rows, which make way more sense.
Yeah, arcade layout was very
I
good.
feel like there was more cabs.
Yeah, there was definitely more cabs.
I'm not sure.
Because
I'm not sure.
I thought
I think
last
it's
year was
about the
they were
same.
still recovering from Tokyo Attack, but I felt like they had recovered this year.
I don't know.
No,
I know
it's the same.
It's the
You think?
There,
It's
I
the
think there
same.
might have even been less.
They added 4 new cabs.
I knew they had a
The-
few missing because the cave, the person who has his machines at the cave, didn't bring any machines to MAGFest this year.
Yeah, so that's just a few.
And
No Tycho.
Oh yeah, that has
Psycho.
been gone for a while. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will say,
No Tokyo
this
Attack.
is not really a trick. This is just a cool piece of trivia because no one's going to use it. If you want no lines for Juby or the F-Zero game, you could do Mag Labs because no one goes there.
Mm.
But
They don't
that's
bring
not,
F-Zero.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
That
might be.
They're not
I heard
doing
Only
Mag
it's not
Labs
the
this
same
year.
weekend as
Yeah, I heard
Kalahari.
they're not doing
We'll see.
Mag Labs.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh well,
They're
yeah.
incredible.
Rip.
Being
Bad
Mag
tip.
Labs.
Bad
They might
tip
do
Labs.
something smaller.
They want you to go to
What?
Kalahari.
What
That's
they should
right.
do is that instead of Mag Labs, they should just do that bar night thing, like they had
Oh,
the
yeah.
New Year's
Oh,
Eve
yeah.
Eve thing. They just do that.
So
for a few-
smoky though.
Yeah.
I thought you were a real fan of Japanese
My
arcades.
clothes, I think it still smells a little bit of smoke.
That's
a very
That's authentic. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
What?
doing? You want arcade perfect? That's it.
Yeah, that is very good.
You're wearing a
Absolutely right.
neighborhood Adidas right now. I should smell
Cigarettes.
cigarettes on it. If that smells fresh, it's basically a knockoff.
You're right.
Did anybody else do anything notable down at MAGFest? We'll get to the
I
Gem
did-
Space stuff later.
I did the console room.
Oh,
I
The
did
thing,
concerts.
the thing I noticed about the console room this year is it was dark.
It
There
was
were
very
no
dark,
lights
yeah.
on.
What'd you play in there?
I played Star Wars 1 episode Pod Racer.
So how does that? Do you just?
N64?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does
They actually didn't have it in. I had to go up and I was like, hey, you guys have this game?
Okay,
They're
yeah,
like,
that's not
here
what
you
I was
go."
asking about. How does that work? You just go up and ask
Yeah,
for
you just
something?
go up. I
Yep.
think you have to bring them to the console. Like, they handle the actual
Sure.
game.
yeah.
Oh,
And then they slotted it in for me and I was like,
Yeah, I
cool.
imagine those things are
I
in
guess it
cages.
depends on who's running it because when I've asked for games there before, they just give me the disc.
Nice.
Well, because I think they wanted to trade out whatever was in.
Yeah,
The
they just had
console.
me do it.
Weird.
But I also
I was at like a normal time, like a heavy populated
it's
time.
it's possible that people might have recognized me because I had worked there before.
No,
I don't think they would have. I don't remember that
no,
guy. So I'm
I
surprised.
barely recognize you.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I kind of liked it though. Like,
I think Puzzle
I
League.
felt like real. I felt like I was in a PC bang.
oh,
Bond.
I liked the.
that's interesting. Yeah, it's a good feel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it
being at
was.
MAGFest is fun, but
If you have a game that you're really dying to play for console room, it's a good time to do it.
Like I didn't want to see or know who was next to me.
Yeah.
and that's what I really liked about it.
What I really like there for the setups is I like when they have a Game Boy player attached to one of the
Yeah.
GameCubes, and then I just play the Pokemon card game for Game Boy Color.
You're like, it's okay. I brought my own.
yeah.
I could. I mean,
So bringing it back to the hotel room, starting day one, again, same morning routine. I wake everybody up and I keep sleeping.
Day 2, you mean?
Oh yeah, day two, my bad.
Who was sleeping in there day 2?
And I don't know,
It was Jay and somebody.
probably Nelson or
It was Jay
Alex.
and Nelson.
It
No,
was
first-
Jay and Nelson.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
first day I was.
That's when I did the
Ouch.
first. That was the first hot dog I did.
Between Jeff and Nelson.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember that because for some reason it's a king bed. Jeff's not that big of a guy. Nelson was literally sleeping on the edge on the other side of the bed. Like
Jeff was
on the-
dominating.
on the other. No, they both were.
Oh,
like it was
yeah.
just giant. That's what prompted me to just slide
right
on
in.
So much
in.
space.
Yeah.
We also had I think the best catering from a local food truck, Big Red Halal.
Our man.
Brought
Shout out.
halal
Oh my
food.
God.
Huge shout out.
It was so much food.
The
It was
biggest.
salad,
The
sheep,
reddest.
chickpeas,
Oh, the chickpeas. are
Chicken
right.
Lamb.
lamb,
We had rice
chicken,
left over still.
So much
falafel,
rice.
a ton
Oh,
of
love
rice.
falafel.
And then
Sauces.
the prime homemade sauces in homemade glass containers,
that
which
we then cut. Oh my God, that was amazing.
That was the feast. That was
Yeah.
such a
And
strong
you still
feast.
have sauce.
I still have the red sauce.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's so good.
It fed all of us, which was like 14, 15, 17 people, I
Yeah.
think was the actual count. 17 plus.
I think I
Because we
ordered
had
30,
leftover.
30 people's worth,
Yeah.
and it was like $400.
Oh, wonderful.
That's so
Very
cheap.
It was
dude.
extremely
That's
cheap
so
for what
cheap.
This
we
food
had.
is also extremely heavy. Like, I ate a modest
Yeah.
plate,
It puts
Oh,
you
yeah.
and it knocked me out.
I have a picture of Pete after he ate and he just went and fell asleep in the next room. Not even his bed. He was just face down in the pillow.
It's necessary.
It
Big Red-
knocked me out so hard.
A big thing. Just look up halal food truck and just cater from that.
Oh.
That seems like the best type possible.
And we did spa again after that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
napped.
Yep.
After the meats.
Yeah, it was
I
me,
remember
Jeff,
what
Ben, and Ryan. And
How was that spot trip? Because
Okay.
I just napped.
the water was hotter.
It was definitely hotter.
It was way
like
hotter.
110.
Yeah. But I fully submerged. It felt so good.
Oh, you're
And,
so strong.
The apple I ate that day messed me up really bad. I think it's because I may have eaten it faster, but like my windpipe was starting to close up. I had to like get out and go get water.
We should note
Sit-
that Richard loves apples, but is allergic to apples.
You should have. It was 110. You should have put the apple in the spa water. and cooked it.
Boiled
No,
it.
I wanted it. I just
Strangled it?
It was so good. They're delicious
boiled
every time, and it hurts, but I feel like I earned it.
Okay.
I earned that deliciousness.
Nice.
And Thursday was also, or Friday,
Right.
day 2 was also the day we did happy hour.
That's
and
right.
happy hour,
Yeah.
This was our big event.
By far,
Yes.
our the best idea we've had.
smart,
The
yes.
hours, so good.
So essentially, it's middle of the day. Most people probably are doing some things, but they're excited to looking forward to nighttime and later on plans. So inviting people during 4 to 6, 1, it's still light out. 2, nobody's in the room, so you can get pretty loud, and you're not gonna get a complaint. 3, I don't think security's even up at 4 to 6 p.m.
Getting ready for the night crowd.
Yeah. So we were able to blast out our room number.
And nobody's rowdy at that time.
Nobody's rowdy. We had a constant flow of people coming in, checking it out, either playing on the arcade cab, we put Puyo Tetris on, checking out the margarita mix, and then leaving. And it was pretty like stress-free, pretty simple. Since it's pretty light out with the natural light, you can still have your lights, and you don't have to be worried that you're not seeing something shady going on. Since
year-
it's light out, people aren't getting too rowdy on the balcony either. It was wonderful.
First year we threw down without getting anything broken up.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
have any shutdowns this year.
Yep, because the happy hours was 2 hours, 4 to 6. Pretty constant number of people coming in. We found out that the margarita 3-gallon tank, the alcoholic, goes in about an hour. So after that, people started dipping into the non-alcoholic Coke one. That didn't really go too fast. People just want alcohol.
It was also not frozen.
Yeah, it was just chilled. It was very hard to get it slushy.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, they just started either going out on their own or getting hungry and going to get food. So that was a reason for them to leave our room. And all that was left over was just like stragglers. A lot of people that had been there the entire time. We had several people
of
that were
concerts,
hanging out. Our friend from registration, Alexis, she hung out the entire time. She was wonderful. And after that, it was just friends and family, which was nice.
Did we talk about our sign?
Which sign?
Or happy hour sign?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jeff,
So
you
I was
bought
like,
it?
I was like,
Yeah.
all right, happy hour. We gotta put a sign up. And I'm like, we could just get one of those like reflective happy birthday like banners that you hang up on like a drawstring. So I did. I went to Michael's and they had the balloon one, so they spelled happy birthday. I'm like, well, this isn't right. So I bought a couple more letters, like O and the letter U to spell out like hour from the remaining letters. But then as we were assembling it,
You learned.
We got to do it next year.
we were like, we could spell bitch.
We could have bitch hour.
We could be like, Richard asked me a solid question. It's like, do you want the sign to say happy hour or do you want to say bitch hour?
We had to think.
yeah,
yeah.
honestly.
There was some deliberation.
But we still did.
It looked good.
Yes.
It looked very good.
It
We'll
looked
have
really
photos
good.
of it.
Oh, we also had enough left over to put bad.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
We
On the
spelled out
chairs.
bad on the chairs.
Yeah.
Those were the timeout chairs. We also had a friend of Jeff's who works for a company who was able to bring their drink to the room, and we got to see like a thing.
Modus.
Oh, the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had his
Modus.
banner up too.
You know what was
Yeah.
funny? I was actually following that game like months ago.
What's the game?
It is?
It's like a mech warrior
It's-
city.
yeah.
It's,
It's
Fighting mech game.
like the Godzilla fighting game that was out.
Yeah.
long time
Honestly,
ago.
My friend
Better
works
than
with
most
Modus, and I guess he was trying to promote his game.
So he brought it to the room with a banner.
They were chanting
Yeah.
the game. In the
Well, you didn't hear what he said before.
I heard what he said, but it
He-
still worked.
He was getting like footage towards the show his company and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I guess the company will never listen to this. So like he came out to MAGFest to have fun at MAGFest. He had a good time 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's out here on company dime
Nice.
to
That's
promote his
the
game.
dream.
I mean, that's his job.
That's
sort
what
of
we
his job,
want.
right? So
very nice.
he's trying to talk to influencers. You know,
Yeah,
the
it's typical
standard
shit. Yeah.
fare of like gaming companies at conventions.
Yeah.
I feel like you did okay.
I think he did way better.
Way
than
better.
that. Because he was like, "Hey, can I just put a banner in your room?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, why not?"
Gives a shit.
I mean,
then he
even
asked me, he's
besides
like, "Hey,
that-
can I put like the setup like for the game in the room?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?"
Put it next to the bad.
Put it next to the bed in the back next to the arcade cab, and for him it actually turned out really good. Like
Yeah, a lot of people were
a lot of
interested.
people, a lot of people played, a lot of people interested.
It was right next to the cab, so while people were waiting to Puyo Tetris, they saw this other game. They got enticed and hooked and started watching and fighting,
And
seeing
playing.
other people compete. Our friend won a prize even.
Yeah, and
We
then
had-
he was giving out a lot of prizes.
Like a lot of codes, and I had friends who came in who had played the game a lot before, and so they had the code.
Right.
And the
Oh,
people who
nice.
They had played the game a lot.
and then he was like, "All right, I gotta send my, I gotta put a tweet online to make it look good." Everyone started chanting Modus. I was like, Modus.
It was tight.
Yeah.
Override.
That was the rowdiest we got.
Honestly, that was by far the best
No one-
way, because a lot of people want to see the room and see what's going on in there,
Yes.
play on the cabinet, do a margarita machine. It was the best way to open it up to the public with the least,
Consequences.
Yeah.
Or
risk.
danger.
yeah, the lowest risk.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Lowest
drinking by
liability.
that time, so nothing crazy is going to happen.
You don't have people that are super late night. They just want to keep going. They're looking
Right.
for the next little party high. Because that's what ends up happening super late night. People party hop, and it just gets shut down from one to the next.
I think this
And
way,
you also bother other people. This
Yeah.
way, we didn't bother nobody.
when you do it earlier on in the day, you get a higher concentration of normal people.
Yeah.
Well, you also get
Sober
a,
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
well, just like not the rowdy crowd, you know?
Like,
yeah.
because
Also
that's, like,
social. A lot of people
at
chat.
night, like people that aren't normal people, like narps and whatnot, are like they're gonna go around and they're trying to like it's like their first time getting drunk. Basically,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
they're not people that go out or like interact with people.
It's also
so they're
the
taking
stragglers
advantage
in
of
groups.
like what exists in the late night MAGFest community.
Yeah.
in
What
Gaylord.
is a NARP?
A NARP? Is do we need to say the actual?
Yeah.
I
what's
think
the-
so.
I think so.
I didn't
It's
know
the
what
first,
it
it's
was.
the first result if you search Google on Urban Dictionary. It stands for non-athletic regular person. But we've kind of, I mean, pretty much everyone at MAGFest is going to be a NARP.
Yeah, most.
to some degree.
80 to 90%.
So we've kind of appropriated this to just be like non-social person or non-adequate person.
There's also a history of these like room parties at MAG and all these hotel parties is the people who are hopping place to place don't have a good role model for what it's supposed to look like, so they just think it's supposed to be as messy as possible.
Right, it's supposed to be
Because that's
rowdy.
That's
Yeah.
all there's been.
Well, that's what
When
you
think
get
about a
to see on
Katsucon
social
party,
media.
It's like, oh yeah, this Katsucon party went well. It's like, no, someone like threw up. I've never heard of someone's like, yeah, I had a good time at that Katsucon party. Everyone turned out okay.
Because you see all the pictures, you see all the lit
hype,
party
yeah.
pictures, but they burn really hot, really fast, and then
Yeah,
they get
nothing,
shut down.
yeah.
There's like no sense of like
Longevity,
sustainment,
yeah.
longevity on these. We went for
We got
hour-
that-
the entire night.
We got a couple of people told
Yeah.
us that, and it was like the highest compliment we got. They're like, I can't believe you guys haven't been shut down yet. Because
Yeah.
like these were the people that we invited back for friends and family, and were able to just come back the entire weekend. They're like, how have you guys been able to just keep going? We've learned over many fucking years how
Yeah.
to just stay like what it is.
what
is fun.
temperature we gotta boil that water
Yeah,
and how much
exactly.
water.
A
And
lot
what
of
temperature to
experimenting.
keep the room in.
Yes, 63.
It's-
Solid.
I think one big thing is that you have to throttle.
Yeah.
These
Yes.
other places, the pictures, they're really packed.
Mhm.
But
You
if
have
you
to maintain.
don't throttle, then you're gonna run into
Or-
problems.
It definitely got to the point where I had to tell people, "Hey, come back in 20 minutes," because that was usually the rotation where a few
Yeah.
people would leave.
Mind
But-
you, we also have executive atrium suite, the smallest suite.
yeah,
You can pack all you want into those presidentials, the concept
presidentials are
suites.
much bigger,
They're
yeah.
big, and they do
Yeah.
fit all those people, but
Well,
we're not on that scale.
Yeah,
we don't have
I
that.
don't have that.
I've seen concept suites get packed and also cleared out too.
Yeah,
Like it depends. I haven't seen the presidential suites are huge though. I haven't seen any of those.
so after happy hour, we just stopped letting people in, but we didn't really kick anyone out. We just slowly waited for people to trickle out until it was just friends and family. And we learned that we have a lot of friends and family.
Yeah, we could. Because, I mean, each person's bringing like a +1, +2.
Yeah.
But even still, they have that relation to someone we know.
Yeah.
So there's that level of, I guess.
Oh, I'm glad to see this person. I get to catch up, or
Not
I
only
can
that,
also.
there's that level of courtesy that you're going to someone's room that you know. If it's just straight random with no relation, what do they have to lose?
You owe them
Right.
nothing.
Yeah.
Friends and family kept me and Jeff busy. I think this was like Friday around like 8 p.m.
Day 2.
We started trying to go downstairs. Richard started drinking heavily.
Oh, they didn't even. I can't believe you did me dirty, man.
I didn't do you nothing. You walked into the room and you said, "Hey, can you cool 2 beers?" And I was like, "What is it? Like one for you, one for me?" And you were like, "No, they're both for me." And I was like, "All right, Richard." And you just downed them, and then you downed the third, and then you were like, "Oh wow, I'm drunk." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what happens when you chug beer." And then you asked for a Long Island because you saw me preparing one for myself.
By the way, that was not a Long Island. That was
Was it a strong island?
It was a wrong
it
island.
wasn't a strong island.
It was a wrong
incorrect
Wait,
island.
which island? The
Dude.
one that he made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the one to the margarita?
No,
Yeah.
the one that he made separately in a
It's
cup.
a small
for me.
island in
The
the Caribbean.
longest island.
It was.
Oh, the one.
It's not even an island.
Dude, that was a peninsula. It was terrible.
It was just missing the ice.
But I drank.
The important part.
Richard got very red, and like warm and red, and started yelling at me how he wanted to go downstairs, and I was just like, I just need to outlast this. So
Sure
we just waited in the room until the bear went to bed.
I can't believe you did me like that, man. I was ready to go downstairs, too.
That was a pretty fun night. Everybody that visited was cool. We were just chatting, having a bunch of fun in the room.
That was
We
also
had our
egg night?
confessional
Hmm?
up.
It was egg night.
That was egg night.
Egg
Yeah.
night and taser night.
Oh, cut that.
No.
Yeah, we
I
have
don't know what that is.
a friend who had a neat party trick to
Was it?
taser people.
Oh.
So-
It's like not a real
It's a
taser,
stun
but
gun.
No, it's just like a little shock thing.
Yeah.
It looked like a flashlight. I think it's just like a thing you
it
charge and
sounded
shock someone.
painful, and I hear
It crackled.
screams. It
Yeah.
crackled. I'm like, that's a taser.
Yeah.
It just made people uncomfortable.
The best
but some
line
people
was
wanted to
hearing
get tased.
someone scream and then hearing Paul go, "All right, tase me, tase me."
That part was funny. Actually, we're looking through Modus Games Twitter right now. They have a lot of really good shots of our room.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, like as I said, like it
that
started as a
hashtag?
joke.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, can we set something up in your room? But like it ended up pretty legit for him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you were in the room when he first walked in, but he stopped to talk to me, and he was pitching it to me. I was like, yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, who cares? It sounded fun.
Yeah.
It was.
They left the banner the rest of the time, which was nice to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took the game, but they left the banner.
We
and I was
just
happy
like
to have the
more
banner.
stuff to hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decorations is key.
We
It also
need-
acted like a little mini blinders
Yeah.
because it was right over the balcony
Yes.
doors.
We need official Skyrim merch next year.
Did we talk about the egg last year?
Yeah,
So,
probably.
I'm sure we
A
did.
Not on
revival, a
podcast,
quick-
not on
Oh,
podcast.
no, I'm
Really?
A quick
think so.
explanation of the egg. Ben.
This is not the meme that's on the MAGFest 21 Plus.
No,
photo.
not
Oh.
that egg.
No.
What is the egg, Ben?
The egg is, again, a party trick. That I learned in college, and basically, it's not really like a big deal or like a bad thing or anything. What you do is you open a carton of eggs, you take one of the eggs like you're going to cook it, but instead of cooking it, you put it in your mouth and you eat it.
Shell
Wait,
and
do you
all.
walk over into the kitchen, pull out a pan, turn on the flame, and then get like
You
a
bait
wire
it?
whisk, and then you just eat the egg,
That's
and
exactly
then you
right.
put it all away.
That's
you
the
turn off the
strongest way to
gas,
do it. Yeah,
Clean the pan.
Clean, you wash the pan while you're still chewing.
that's optimal.
I'm
So-
gonna have Paul film that.
Yeah. So it sounds difficult, but most of you have done it. Who's
It's
eaten
really
the
just
egg?
a mental
Sound off.
block.
Richard ate the egg. Ben ate that. Ben just
Man, just
Ben-
eat
I've
it.
eaten a lot of
Eating
eggs.
unprompted.
I failed.
He's gassed on.
There's-
I
I
don't know.
There's
don't
two
think I ate
things.
one.
There's two things that mentally mess people up about the egg. First is the fact that you're eating a raw egg. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna get salmonella, whatever." You're not gonna get salmonella. I've had hundreds of eggs raw. It's just not gonna happen.
Hold on.
I'm
He
pretty
does
sure
not speak for Red Panda Party. You eat an egg at your own risk.
you eat an egg at your own risk, but it's not gonna happen. Just saying.
Is it because of all the alcohol that's also being consumed?
Oh,
Just
that's a
like
good point.
washes.
And that probably helps.
Oh, that should be part of the
cleanses you?
ritual. We gotta
Yeah.
like cleanse it in alcohol
And
put a little
vodka?
dip.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do Canadians, but the last one's egg.
What's the second thing?
The second mental fact is the fact that it's got the shell, and everyone grows up being like, "Oh, you can't get any shell in the egg, or you're gonna die, or whatever." It's like you get one tiny little drop of like eggshell. It's like throw the egg out. No, we're not cooking this. So like people grow up with this this stigma,
Mental block.
this stigma of the egg being like bad for you, or like it's gonna cut you, or like not digest properly.
It's like you're a small dog.
It's fine. It's calcium. You can eat the shell. It's just there's no flavor to it. It's just a weird consistency.
The texture
but
sucks.
It's crunchy.
the texture sucks. It's like eating a Wonder Ball. You know?
I imagine.
No.
It's like eating an egg flavored Wonder
If
Ball.
the Wonder Ball, if you didn't take the foil off the Wonder Ball,
It's better than foil. It's better than foil. But it's got that pop where like the egg just kind of like
All right.
Wait, did anybody do the like salt on the back of the hand and just like pop the egg, lick the salt,
tequila
shot.
salt.
tequila, salt, egg?
So
too
1
gross.
and 2 don't bother me. I love raw egg. I eat it with a lot of foods and stuff. Shell, it sucks, but I can accept it. The hidden 3 and 4 for me, why I failed. 1, it's cold. You put it right next to the mini fridge.
Put it between your thighs.
It's very cold. It's hard, right? 4, it's a large amount of
Egg
liquid
substance?
going down at one time. I'm weak.
That's a 5.
we finally got it. We finally got it on
I'm
tape.
weak. I can't consume that much cold and like large amount of thing at once.
So I should do an
hidden
ASMR stream
This
where I
is
just get the
about
mic and I
eggs.
eat the egg.
Egg. So I ate the egg. I'm like, yeah, this sucks. It's just egg. But then I was like,
It's a lot of egg.
it's a lot of egg, and I just ate a lot of rice.
Well, you had a frozen one.
That too.
Frozen one doesn't help. I've never done a frozen
It's
egg.
not great.
Well, it doesn't go down unless you chew it a whole bunch.
Yeah, it doesn't go down at all.
That sounds less fun.
And we had a friend of ours that ate 2 eggs. he
So
really
strong.
wanted to bond with Ben, so he ate 2 eggs, and then Ben had to tell him his life story while blacked out.
Talk
I
about
don't
everything. Your wife, your life.
Everything. You told him everything.
June is great.
June is great.
Shout outs. And then time went on. Richard was asleep. Richard woke up, threw up.
Okay, hold on.
Whoa!
No, I threw up before I went to sleep.
Whoa!
When I fell asleep on the bed when we did the couple's boudoir,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt it. I felt it deep within me. I was like, I
Yeah,
have to
it changed
get
your
up.
soul.
I have to get up now. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I got out of there real fast. And
Yeah.
I went to your bathroom, and I was laying on the floor for about 15 minutes,
That's it.
emptying myself out. It felt like 15 minutes. Who knows how long it actually was, but I was in pain. That was dire straits for me. I've never felt that bad before. And then I went back to my room, and I was groaning for like 2 hours. Kenny was in there, like, giving me extra blankets. I was shaking. He was giving me water. He made sure I had the trash can next to me. I was not in a good way.
Damn, I did not know that.
And then, like, however long later, I got up and went back to the other room. And that was when I was drinking Pocari Sweat, just straight out the bottle. I didn't even care anymore.
No, we checked in on you. So we still haven't gone down yet.
Yeah, me and
Pete.
Jeff.
Oh, you checked in on me?
Yeah, we checked in on
Do
you.
not remember.
No, that's why you got up.
This is late. So eventually it became Friday night, 11:59, into Saturday night, midnight, and everybody was finally fucking gone. So me and Jeff.
We were very gone. That was the night.
2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was like 1 a.m. by that time, I
1
think.
a.m., and then I
where we
walk in-
finally said, all right, let's go downstairs.
No,
Let's go to MAGFest.
Then I went, checked in on Richard. I'm like, oh, he's awake. I'm like, hey, you want to come? He's like, yeah. So we waited a while for him to recover Pocari Sweat and other liquids.
And then finally,
That was around 2-3. We finally went down. MAGFest, Saturday.
got to do a lot. 2 days without going to MAGFest, and we got to see everything we talked about. Again, impressed by the arcade, impressed by indie. We also went to the tabletop. Tabletop being
very
an outside
impressive.
building,
Oh.
its own convention, really.
I never went there.
It was running the entire time. It was full or packed all the time.
New building.
Yeah, it was great. That was a really nice use of the tabletop space.
It's what is it? It has a high ceiling, so a lot of people like we said, tabletop is a very popular location
Yeah,
for people to be at. Last year was kind of cool to walk through, but not great.
it was packed.
It was packed. It was,
People were on the
That's
floor.
what I mean. It was like very cool to see and experience, but it was hot. a lot of people, not great.
Yeah.
Everyone's scattered all
It
over the
needed to
place.
grow.
Right. So the new place, it's all gathered in one place.
An entire ballroom.
I'm like, oh, this is great. New building, you walk in, it smells good. I'm like, oh, it smells like a new building. Then you get through the second set of doors, and you're like, oh yeah, there it is.
What?
I
I didn't smell it.
That funk.
That
No, 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 no.
familiar musk.
That familiar musk. But since it's a big building and a high ceiling, it's subtly there.
Oh.
You smelled it, you're
two
like,
dudes.
it's there, but it's not bad.
It's like an essential oil.
I don't remember it.
I'm wondering how many people it's coming off of. It's just like one smelly guy
In the center.
Doing laps
Doing laps.
around the con.
T-posing out. Like,
We got to see the concert hall too. Concert hall was impressive.
yeah, it was.
Like
I only went
last
to
year.
one big concert.
I think I left you by this time.
Yes.
Yeah, you were
I
very
went
tired.
upstairs.
We did our full lap.
Yeah, we
On
needed to get
everything.
more.
I was weak that night.
Yeah, you were
I was
tired.
extremely weak when we were doing the last lap.
I didn't wear comfortable shoes. I fucked up. I was in pain.
Me too.
Yeah. We finally made it to the room. Had a little bit of halal leftovers. We had just been munching on that all day. And
Oh, that's when we had the pho again.
no,
No.
that's
That
the
was
next
Saturday.
day.
That pho was next day.
Yeah.
Your days are blurry, boy.
So that night ended.
I died on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday.
My timeline is all...
Yeah, neither of us drank on Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday started very
Saturday.
similar. Alarm wakes everybody else up. I stayed in bed. But this time we had Vietnamese catering from a local place called Roleplay, and they came through with the freshest fucking sandwiches, banh mi, pho, and the pho was definitely king.
It was
Yes.
necessary.
Yes.
Yeah, it is so revitalizing.
I honestly think I like roleplay better as catering than I do going to roleplay.
Oh,
yeah.
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 Better than going to the yes.
Because I've been to roleplay and I was like, okay, it's pretty good. I'll get like, something here, something there. But man, there was something about those sandwiches, eating them at like noon.
Their style.
So something about the sandwiches and like the pho. I had like six cups of that pho.
Ooh.
We had so much noodle left over.
I was very impressed with their the supplies that they gave us.
Yeah.
They gave us like big tong things. They gave us spoons for the
lot
pho.
of
The pho
sauces.
broth was
Yeah.
in those like coffee containers,
Yeah.
to go.
I was
coffee
very
containers.
impressed
Yeah.
with the packaging.
Yeah.
And it was hot.
It was hot.
It was like,
hot.
it was set to go.
Yeah.
And if it got cold, you just pour the broth into the Keurig machine,
That's right.
and there you go.
The next-
One Keurig container fills one of the fall cups perfectly.
The next cup of coffee is gonna be real
Salty.
infused.
Coffee.
Whatever, we don't drink coffee. We just needed it for that.
No one will.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was man, that really hit the spot Saturday.
I feel like we should have got it earlier, but it definitely
No,
saved
No,
It's-
because
it's a good.
we all got up around that time.
Yeah.
No, I mean like earlier in the
Week?
week.
Oh.
I kind of agree. There was a lot of leftovers.
I don't know,
for it.
man. After Friday
I
night, I,
ate
needed
a lot
a-
of. I ate a lot
Mind
of
you,
roleplay.
all of us are dying, and also, I mentioned it earlier. The air quality is so bad that like it's hitting us harder and harder every day till the last day.
Yeah.
I'd wake up every morning and be like, "What? Am I sick? Like, what is this?"
Yeah, I had that sore throat where I had
Yeah.
like the gunk
Right.
coating the back of my throat.
The air was so bad, so that the hot soup. Ooh.
They're perfect.
But you just got to know it's just the dry air. You can't psych yourself into being sick. Cause
Oh no, I got
No,
sick.
I got sick.
I got sick. After.
Brian Letterer.
Yeah,
Patience, you're
Patience.
Ryan got us sick, man.
Dude
Yeah.
was sneezing and throwing snot everywhere.
On
And
day
then he couldn't
zero.
move.
Yeah, he wouldn't clean the sink. That was making me.
No,
That's like the most mad I got on that.
I yell at him at home for not doing that.
He does that at home?
Not cleaning the sink every single. Yeah.
If he did it
Have
out
you
in
seen
public,
have you seen the towel? I've been over this.
you know I don't use your towels.
Yeah.
I don't either. I have my own towels that I use for everyone in the
messed up.
house.
why do you do this to us, Ryan?
Ryan.
You know there are people still sick from MAGFest.
I believe it.
Yeah.
That's weak.
I'm not still sick.
Next year they won't make it.
Yeah.
It's
Con plague
culling
for
the
real.
week.
Yeah.
And the
That's more
rest
hotel rooms for stronger people.
rest of Saturday was pretty much a mimic of Friday minus
Friends
happy
and family
hour.
too, right?
Friends and family too, man.
Later, we started Friends and Family too like around 9.
And it was packed.
I don't know.
It
We
was
just
packed.
had constant people coming in and out.
I was pretty
Oh,
much
spa
dead the
day
whole
too.
day until
We
like
we
9.
went over spa day too. You
Yeah,
were out.
Did we?
Yeah, it was definitely on Saturday though.
But that was on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, it was on
but we
Saturday. I
needed
mixed
it.
up my days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So-
it started off with like after role play, we got.
What did you do? You did more stuff Saturday. You were gone. You
Yeah.
were out.
Hard
Yeah.
recovery.
Well, it was one of those that like I saw you, Richard, Ben. I was like, they're in recovery mode. Maybe I should start recovering. And I'm like, you know what?
Power through.
Oh yeah, that's the night you got really drunk.
Nope. I was like, you know what? So the whole like past couple of days, like I was kind of following your example by like chugging water. So I was like, I pounded like a liter of water, like no joke. I was like, let's do this.
You filled the
Liter of
bucket
water.
up.
And then it just went straight to the alcohol. Just went straight to it. I was like, no mixers, just like whiskey,
Oi.
whatever.
You were DJing in the
Pounded
room for like 6 straight hours because nobody wanted to get on the
yeah. So after we came back from the
Shower
spa,
beer.
I saw Nelson DJing, and I saw his need. And I was like, I'm going to keep walking.
When you come out of the relâche spa, you are relâched.
Yeah.
You don't want to do anything. Nelson, the moment we got back from the spa, Nelson's like, Jeff, I need you to mix. Like, get on. I need a drink. I'm like,
That's the thing. Like, I had already been drinking. It was not even. It was just to maintain it. and what the new tech was like, people would come over and they'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome! You're DJing. That's cool. That's so cool." And I'm like, "Hey!" I was like, "Oh, are you getting one of the mixed drinks over there?" They're like, "Yeah, go ahead and try one. And if you come by here, bring me one of those too." So it's like
People bringing you drinks.
so.
Yeah.
Yep.
so eventually,
Oh, we had tips too.
our friends were. I had my friends come through. They were a little bored. They were waiting to play
Use-
at the jam space. So they came pretty like early, like 4 or 5 hours ahead of time, and then Nelson was like dying at this point. Well, dying to get off
Yeah,
the
that's-
DJ setup. I'm like, hey, friend,
Friend.
do you wanna DJ? He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He gets on. Nelson goes to the back room, and we don't see him for a long time.
I think that's some good tech, too, is that over the years we've accumulated friends that can take over. Like
Anthony.
Anthony
Paige.
always comes through.
Plays
He's
on
ready
the
to play some
DJ.
tunes,
He
which
has
is
a
always
set.
nice.
I'm actually sad I missed Paige DJing.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
oh,
several
hi.
people.
Yeah.
Like friends of Anthony that came and
Which
they did a
is nice.
set.
It
I did
gives
not-
us a break.
I did not do a set at all this year.
Dude, that's your curse. You're never going to do it. It's been years. He's never either completed a set or even gotten it started.
The 1 year we don't get shut down,
Yeah.
and Jeff just doesn't play. All you had to do was play, man.
Yeah.
You did play like 2 songs.
Like 2 songs.
I got on for 2
songs.
songs, and Anthony was like, "Hey, can I get on?" I'm like, then I was like, I just got on, but then I was like, huh, I can go do other things. now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
first of all, how
yeah.
dare you? But second of all, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is time consuming.
Yeah.
Like
It
that
is.
happy hour, I was there for 2 hours doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have listened to a full set Jay did just because of how many times he said, "That's my song."
People stole Jay's mix.
I felt very like,
Playlist.
Piece by piece, we've heard Jeff say.
Yeah,
I heard all my songs being played. I'm like, well, yeah, the spirit of it is there. I think that's the best part about this year. We did so much planning ahead of time. DJ, like other people to DJ for us. Margarita machine. I don't have to DJ. I don't have to mix drinks.
There's a lot less work for
a
you.
lot of less work.
Yeah.
Once we set up the arcade, like it's good to go. I don't have to touch it anymore. It's not as complicated as before because we just put the computer.
We
in.
know how to use Joy Sound now. So we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
need you to translate
Right.
the moon speak for us.
So what I did was I was just like farting a lot because I got really gassy from our very good food.
Ooh, yeah.
But that was good.
Whatever, atrium doors open, let it rip,
Yeah.
baby.
And yeah, that went for a very long time until they had to do their jam space set,
Right,
which was like at
so-
4 a.m. fucking Sunday
it?
morning.
It was
Which
late.
we
It was
threw
really
Nelson
that
to
late?
the wolves, by the
It was
way.
Yeah, it was
They had
great.
a spot from 2 to 4.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but that other dude
I
was
saw
being a
you at
crybaby.
3:30. Yeah.
Oh,
It was
so yeah, so
2 to
your
4.
friend went down. He did his set. He said, "Hey, we have a 2-hour spot. Do you want to use some of it?" And the plan was for
Us to
Jeff,
use half of it.
Richard, and Nelson to do back to back to back for like a 30-minute or a 40 or an hour, whatever. Your friend did the set. We put Nelson on. Nelson was ripped.
Mind you. All
So,
right,
like,
all right, let's wrap it up.
Yes.
Let's wrap it up.
You're going from A to like D here. You skipped all
Nelson-
the little things in between.
I had my friend Matt. He came in our room. He started DJing in our room to
He can
tag in for
scratch.
Nelson, right? He can scratch. He's very good. He learned this year. Nelson goes off in the back room. Nelson's gone. He's in the back, our VIP suite
The
bedroom.
green room.
Where, where
red
all
room,
of
the
our
red
liquor
room.
is. Nelson's gone. All right, time. We're hanging out, blah, 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 blah. Time to go. They leave to go start setting up at like 1:30. It's supposed to start at 2. I'm like, Nelson, get your shit together. Let's go. Nelson's just like, ah. Nelson grabs this big bottle of like oolong tea, like a 2-liter plastic bottle, fills it up with like soju or something.
Ugh.
I get downstairs, the bottle disappears. I'm like, Nelson, where'd it go? I'm like, I'm thirsty. I'm like, holy shit. Okay. Concert.
So refreshing.
Jam Space is fun because it's like you get to play in an open space, but Jam Space is also kind of whack because
It's political now.
It's political.
man.
Like,
to get a spot.
It always
So
was.
we had-
No,
It's center.
it's not necessarily political. You still have to sign up.
We did.
It's just not properly managed. So since it's left up to
Because
the people,
it's-
yeah, it's
you do
unofficial.
need very strong
So-
personality like us to be able to like enforce your time
so
slot.
they had a 2 a.m. slot. The guy was still playing at 2, and they were like,
Oh, I did not know that.
That's why we
Shit.
were waiting. So he started at 2:30-ish.
Oh.
But then the whole time, I don't know what the story was.
So the
It's like,
issue was that group that was beforehand had rented all their equipment and the speakers and whatever CDJ shit they had set up. And so I guess people had been using those speakers for a while. So when their time slot was over, I guess they wanted to leave, and I don't know if they were told that they needed
It was
to
one
keep their
drunk guy that
speakers.
wanted to play his set because he's like, I paid money for this. I want to play. I
for
wanna
the
keep
rented
playing.
thing?
Right, because it's
Oh.
my equipment. I want to play. I want to play. I want to play. I want
Oh,
to play.
fuck that guy.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
babyface motherfucker.
So
Yeah.
Matt did his set. Very strong set. 30 minutes.
Yeah.
back
So
to
good.
back. And then
Gave it over to Nelson.
we were like, all right,
So-
Nelson. Meanwhile, we're we're in the back, like yelling at these people. Well, we're not yelling at, but
Yeah, it's just trying to
Go
like
back and
manage
forth.
it.
manage to be like, what's going on? What's going on?
Also, because like the people were like dancing in the front, they were doing like legit breakdancing. Like,
Yeah, Matt's really good.
like the people that were dancing were also really good. So I was like, damn, stakes are kind of high. These people are like professional
Right,
breakdancers.
Richard and I were like, oh shit, Matt's really good. He prepared a
Yeah,
set.
we
He's
were
scratching.
okay. So the styles that we do, it's very on the fly. Nothing is prepared. We kind of just wing it.
But our style of music, house,
Yeah.
it's easy.
Yeah,
You
sure.
don't need to do much. But listening to what Matt was doing, he was doing a lot more like complex stuff. We just play music that we
play
like.
for hours.
Yeah.
And you're
His,
just
his
adjusting
was a
tunes.
constructed like 30-minute set ready to go.
Right, so I didn't really have a set at all ready. Usually I have a set ready to go. I
had nothing
This year I
prepared.
did not. I just threw a giant folder of like 90 songs.
Yeah.
I usually get 10 songs or a set. I did not. Richard started seeing what Matt did. He was like getting cold feet. I'm like,
We can't do this. We can't do it.
Nelson
Nelson was at the right
missing
state
a bottle
of mind.
of tea soju, just gone. I don't know where it went.
It was,
Nelson was like, I want to play my songs.
He was in there.
I want to play my songs. I'm like, all right, Nelson.
Did
Nelson's
I?
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're like,
Oh,
I
you
want
were
to play
there.
trance. I'm like, I'm playing trance. I'm like,
But the
okay.
people were
Yes.
loving that too.
Yeah.
wait.
Well,
was
no,
this
Nelson's set starts like
Hold on,
every
was
single
this
one
the
of his
beer?
sets.
You were holding
Maybe.
a beer.
So I
You
think
had
that
a-
was what
you had a
really
Coors
put me up.
Light.
yeah.
That like I wasn't really like I was at a good point, and then I was like, you know what? I was nervous as shit too.
Okay.
And I was like, which one of us is gonna go first? And I was like, you know what?
Matt finishes the set. This is all new hardware because we're using their controller, not the actual the guys that own the speakers and stuff. We're using Matt's controller. Nelson's never used that controller before or that software.
Yeah.
So
What
it's
was
all it's like the pro version. Nelson uses like his own like personal controller, and Nelson's like, all right, I'll just put him. We plugged in the songs. He started getting like Nelson has no idea what he's doing.
No, because like I was looking at the stuff and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of toys and stuff to do with.
We had
And
a
I
loop,
got-
we had a loop running for about like 3-4 minutes of the same song while we were like
It was just some
panicking.
breakbeat.
and I love that song. It was
And it
a
was
Tonkatsu
fine.
DJ.
They were
You
dancing
should
to it
put
fine.
oops.
As a bystander, this was really hilarious and catastrophic to watch.
No,
Because I watched.
it was wonder. I loved it.
But you also love watching failures.
Yeah.
like catastrophic
But it wasn't a failure.
disasters.
It was a hero's story. It was a hero's journey.
So-
Nelson, taken out of his comfort zone, forced into this shocking environment in front of people where he has to play his set.
And I was
and
dazed,
he does.
eyes blurry. I couldn't read that screen.
So I was like
I was like-
near enough to like watch what you were doing, and like the beat was good and they were dancing and stuff, but then it like drops to just this like
Which is
like,
Nelson's
clearly
style.
like the beginning of something, but then nothing followed, and it was just kind of this like vague mist with no beat to it, and the dancers just kind of like stop and like stand up and start like looking around, like what is going on here?
So
And I look over at Nelson, and Jeff's like, what is happening? And Nelson just goes, I am obliterated.
this is like song 1 or 2, right? So Nelson's still getting the hang of it.
This is how Eminem starts.
Not at all.
Yes, exactly.
Nelson starts getting into the groove, but by then, like, what that means is like the groove, as in his EQ is all over the place, the highs, lows, all over the place. I had to be behind him, changing
They
the
were
knobs.
dancing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
But Nelson's getting the next song ready. I'm just fixing it up, like touching everything up. But then it started happening. The groove started to set in. The
That's
trance.
trance.
The nation.
We went
Yeah.
to Trans Nation. He
A
took
nation.
us.
Yeah.
You
It was
never-
a bumpy ride there, but we got
But
there.
got
that's the
there.
story. You never know when you're gonna get there.
Once we
but
got
you know
there.
when
But
you
then,
arrive.
as soon as you arrived,
So I fixed all his EQ, and then Nelson started getting the hang of it because he got used to the hardware, I guess. I'm like, all right, it's sounding good. People were starting to dance. I'm like, this is cool. I started walking away, started taking photos, starting videos. I'm like, oh, this is cool. There's like a big dance circle. People are taking turns. Like, there's a hype man. My friend was doing the hype man, like
Yeah.
hyping everyone up.
Music
And
was he the guy with the
bumping.
long hair?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he was hyping everyone up.
Music was bumping and
Music
loud.
bumping. And I'm getting like really good B-roll on my camera, and then all of a sudden I just see this Dragon Ball shirt jacket come out, and I just see Nelson dancing and dancing. I'm like, instantly, I'm like, what just happened? Where's
have
the
to-
DJ?
You have to join the masses.
Oh my god, Nelson just recreated the movie Groove. He did it all for you.
If you can't dance to your own music, you can't live.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's a
Nelson,
groove quote. That's a
Nelson-
groove quote.
Nelson got to the peak and went in. And then after that,
Oh, he got off because they were actually swapping him off because like we stopped. We just the other people started complaining way too much, and then we were like, all right, let's just stop, let them play.
yeah, they were
Let him
actually.
be
It wasn't even good, man. The next
No,
guy was
that stuff was-
terrible.
But that's the thing. We were being civil about it. Well, they were being civil about it.
Your friends were being civil.
You weren't
about it.
there.
Yes, I wasn't there. When I got back, I was like, wait, what? What
They're just
happened
like,
again?
all right, we'll just let you play. God damn it, just play your damn 30-minute set. We'll get on afterwards.
Yep.
So we were like, Nelson got out.
Wait, how long I was out there?
Maybe like
You were out
25
there.
minutes.
Yeah.
You were there
Yeah,
for
I
they were
don't-
there for like 4, 5, 6 songs. Not that
Yeah.
long.
Which is like trance songs. They're like
Yeah.
5 minutes each.
7 minutes.
7 minutes. But
Nice.
you know what? That's like initially I had prepared a folder. It's called Nebula. Take it right out of space, out of this galaxy, Milky Way. We're going straight out of there because I wanted songs distinctively that nobody's going to be playing at MAGFest.
Yeah, nobody was playing them.
And I had to go there. You know, they had a breakdown. I remember I saw a video online. There was a breakdown, and the breakdown was like a full like minute and a half, 2 minutes almost. And I was like, you know what, that's tight. There was that one dude, he was doing like popping in the video. He was doing like robotic popping. I was like, you know what, that's tight.
Yeah, we need Nebula and balloon
RPP.
letters.
Nebula is so good.
Oh my god.
That's too
Yeah,
strong.
the guy that went on afterwards.
So we were
This is
just standing around as a
Nebula.
squad afterwards, just
Waiting.
to, like, just to show them up.
Yeah,
like,
we were just amassing large bodies.
just to like be like, fuck you. Like, you are obviously taking up our time and our space. We're gonna stand around. Definitely, like,
His set,
The dance group
his
kinda
time
fell
period
out.
finished.
Oh, you guys did the Tonkatsu DJ, enemy DJ, where everyone was just like this.
yeah, we did that.
crossed arms.
And
we
then
did that.
your other friend wasn't gonna go.
Oh yeah, so
Oh.
that guy's set ends. The
'Cause he
guy
was
that's
already
like
pissed.
managing the
Everyone was
space
pissed.
Yeah.
comes over. His name's Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, so comes over to Eric. He's like, "Hey, your set's coming up. You want to go?" Eric starts shaking his head, and I go, "No, what? No, he's playing." And then I go over to the other guy, and I'm like, "We up? Hey, come here!" I like pointed at Eric to start like getting on the DJ, and I just stood there.
And
I
it went
just
really
waited.
well.
Yeah, that guy was a little baby.
Dude, 170 BPM is a lot of BPM.
Yeah.
Not
A lot of B's per M.
Yeah.
But people liked it.
Yeah.
They did okay.
Yeah.
It sounded really well.
And then as soon as that the other guy started to come over, here comes Pete.
He just stood there.
What's up?
Yeah. What happened?
So strong.
Yeah, every single time they came over, they tried to talk to Eric. I was like, no, he's busy. What's up?
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Oh, you're in the
intermi-
defense?
Yeah,
I was
no,
definitely
he
doing
was
it.
Pedro's
hard
so strong
firewall.
at it.
hardcore.
You told me, someone
Pedro
told me
and
that
Ryan,
that guy,
very-
the DJ came up to us. He's like, "Hey, I need this chair." To the guy,
No, he didn't. So your friend, the hype man,
Yeah.
was sitting on one of the chairs behind the DJ equipment. The guy that was being pissy came over, asked for the chair, walked
put it
away
in-
with it, and put it on like
The
the
other
other
wall.
end of the
where
wall,
nobody was sitting.
and no one was sitting in it, and just that's it. He just didn't want. It was his chair, and I'm using air quotes for that. So he just didn't want people sitting in it.
When I saw it happen, man, that was astonishing. That was one of the pettiest things I've ever seen in my life.
It was quite. It made me smile,
We
honestly.
need to get baby bottles next year, Mac.
Oh, hey, here's this for you.
You like want a sip?
Yeah, you need it.
Let me put it on the top,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you don't
Just,
spill.
just gleek on them.
Oh, God. Okay, so that was Saturday night.
No, we're not
Morning.
done.
This is already Sunday morning.
Sunday morning,
Technically.
we're
Yeah.
done. We're finished.
This is like
MAGFest.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
We go
Wait,
back
wait,
to our
what
room.
happened after that?
You
'Cause
sang at the Rocksmith.
Oh, we were
Somebody
trying to
was
go-
singing at the Rocksmith,
Oh.
and you.
Dude, you got up there and you were real loud. I don't remember what song it was.
Yeah, I know.
We were like,
Sing.
oh,
Want
that's,
to take me.
that's right.
take me.
Yeah.
Nelson
was like-
stole the show.
Ugh.
Nelson was very excited still.
And then I went to the tabletop room.
Oh.
Yeah, with
You
some
did?
friends. Yeah.
No,
I
no,
found-
no. You went there beforehand.
I went there before.
Yeah.
went
After
there-
your set, you disappeared. The DJ was
Oh
done.
my gosh.
And then you came back and sang Rocksmith.
No, because we were on our way
my
back,
timetables.
and we were going up the escalator where those concert halls are, where they
Yeah.
hold like MagProm or whatever.
Yeah.
There was somebody else playing over there, and Nelson goes over there, and that's when we're like, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. We
We're not
left
getting him back, and we left you.
Oh yeah, we did leave him. No, he came back to our room.
He came back,
He made
yes,
his way back.
but
yeah.
we left him.
He
there.
had our scent.
Yeah.
So he found his way back. But yeah, we just went back to the room and started packing up.
By then, I was like, I am beat. MAGFest is beat. Like setting up, the whole week has killed me because I was FUP. I was packing the whole week. I was prep. It was a lot of prep work. A lot of prep work at MAGFest. I was just so exhausted. I was like,
You can pack for 2 weeks next time.
Yeah.
But then I was at in our room. I'm like, man, I did not go to MAGFest at all.
We went.
You
No,
were
we didn't.
downstairs
No,
at
no,
the gym?
no,
No,
first
we
time,
did a
because-
lap. Even after we put Nelson down.
But we didn't do a
we
lap.
like did a lap.
I was doing a lap. No. Before we got to that, but I would like, oh, we only did a lap. I was only shooting B-roll. I haven't really been to MAGFest myself,
Yeah.
so I was like, I'm so tired. But then you showed me the tech,
Oh, that's right. The Keurig.
the
broth.
Keurig broth for the pho. That revitalized me
Whoa.
enough to be like, all right, Pete,
Yeah.
let's go downstairs.
Yeah, we put Nelson down.
Let's do-
Nelson was. We knew he was safe. We cleaned up the room a bit. We
We did lap 2 at like 4 5 a.m.
Yeah.
It was
It was
rough.
nice.
It was a hard lap, but at least I said I did it.
Yeah, I think you just needed to get it out of your system.
Yeah.
You needed it. Sunday went relatively smooth. The final day, it was all cleanup. It was all
It was all
packing
clean.
up.
It was all clean up.
It was all very tiring.
I was very depressed because like everyone left the room because everyone needed to go. Ryan had to go to a football
Yeah,
game for
that's
some
right,
dumb
that's
reason. So why? So like he left. Everyone left the hotel room, unpacked.
And you were stressed out.
I was stressed out because I'm like, where is everybody? I'm all by myself. I have to clean this gigantic mess all by myself. But then I'm like, you guys have to carry the arcade cab. I'm like, that's equally bad.
Yeah.
But still, it's like arcade cab is like a one and done scenario that you have to do in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I had to pack everything in like 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this sucks. But we got
was
it done.
good. It was
it was
good.
yeah, it was fun.
So, MAGFest next year, yay or nay? Starting with Randy.
Yay.
Neru?
I'm not going downstairs.
You're just going to be in the hotel room the entire time? So, nay, technically?
No,
You're going to say
I'm
yay
going.
to the room
I'm
party,
going.
but nay to MAGFest?
I think day 0 is going to be an official day. I feel like when we prepare,
Maybe earlier?
maybe earlier, but I mean maybe like do a little friends and family
I kind of want to do negative
welcome party day 0.
Oh, maybe.
Nebula.
There's happy hour and there's Nebula.
Ooh.
That's the Saturday
And
night.
bitch hour.
And bitch hour.
Oh, yeah.
One
That's
for
never
each
out of the
day.
room.
Ooh.
That's when we play just like pop star.
Okay.
Oh,
jams.
that'll be good.
All right.
Do you guys want to do like an emo night? Like
Yes.
No.
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 no, karaoke. Karaoke, not like
I'm
not
in
like
for
the
some,
dance music.
for some MyChem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some Mike.
Okay, I thought you were talking about just playing it, but
Oh
karaoke.
no! I'm talking karaoke.
I'll
We
put
do
my
that
hand up for that
Caribbean.
one.
I'm feeling
Do
it.
some, I don't know. Who is it that you like?
Third Eye Blind.
No. Well, yeah, but I forget.
Third Eye Blind, 2 Year Death.
Who's the... I can't even remember.
Teenagers. Yeah.
Headstrong.
Next year and AJ.
I mean, I came back from Asia for it.
Oh, that's true. So, are you gonna start packing earlier?
Maybe I'll go to MAGFest next year.
Let's just
Oh,
pack
maybe
right
we'll
now.
I'm
actually
thinking about
go.
packing tonight.
Just pack right now.
So my thing is like our common theme for MAGFest every year as RPP is that we've been escalating in some sort.
Yeah.
How
I've been brainstorming.
Yeah, Rich has been
How?
I got
brainstorming.
some
There's some
plan.
good stuff, I think.
Well, one, I'm getting an inflatable wavy arm man. Like
okay?
about 5 feet to put on the balcony.
Uh,
He's just gonna be out there getting it.
5 feet. That's a kind of small dude, but
It's fine.
no. What the?
Still
It's
getting
not
it.
outside. It's a balcony.
It's on the
we don't
balcony.
have that
I'm
much
not.
space.
I can't get a full size 50-foot inflatable
It wouldn't
arm
fit. It would
man.
go into our upstairs neighbors, like waving at
Don't
them.
get that. Just set it up in the gazebo and then tell people not to move it.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
That's true too.
Okay. Yeah.
so
I'll
yeah,
keep
that's
that in
my
mind.
thing about next year. How are we gonna escalate? Do we
What
get a
about,
bigger room?
I
what
think
about
we-
taking advantage of
I
the
would
tip
like to
jar
get a bigger
idea
room.
and getting just a full-on gotcha machine?
Whoa!
Miniatures.
Whoa! Whoa!
And just put like Red Panda Party stickers inside each one of the balls.
Something like that.
Oh,
I would.
mini dogs.
I would play like 50 times to
I
get
didn't
this
even.
little
What
one.
are those? The coin ones at the supermarket where you get a tattoo
Yeah,
out of
that's-
them,
that's a-
but with RPP
It's
tattoos.
like a gotcha machine.
Scratch and sniff cards.
Man,
All right, that's
that's that Duke education going to work.
I mean,
I
these
got
are
that big
small upgrades. I don't know. Margarita was a
think-
big upgrade.
I don't know. The only idea is that
Bigger room?
we
But then
we
we
just
lose-
disappear. We just
we could
disappear
do
for a
bigger
couple
Oh,
of years.
for a couple years, then make our return.
We get one that is non-balcony, so we have everything the same, but people can't see us. So we disappear. We make people think that we were a legend,
Sure.
and then we come back harder than ever.
Hey, what up?
Wait, do we do it until we get presidential atrium?
I also
we might-
I want to get like a custom
Spotlight.
like a spotlight that has the
That we
Red Panda
can-
Party logo that we can just put onto a wall from
Yeah.
anywhere. So it's not like we got to put
Yeah.
up posters.
Oh,
We
yeah, I
just
guess-
flash a light
Like
on
an
a wall.
overlay?
somewhere.
Yeah, just
Like
an
a
overlay
bat
on
signal?
top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a
Strobe,
bat
so it's
signal.
like Red Panda Party.
So that's the thing we keep bringing up. It's like we talked about it while we were there. I went to my friend's presidential suite. It's very nice, very big,
Yeah.
very very nice. But it's not atrium. It's
very secluded.
Very secluded. You have to it's very hidden
You
away.
can get presidential atrium though.
You can't, but that's the whole point I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that it's very hard to already to get that room.
Mm-hmm.
But if we move away from the atrium, I feel like our experience at MAGFest is a little lost.
We need the atrium
We need
anyway
it.
for
You
the
gotta
food.
look down
Yeah.
on people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to look down
ventilation.
upon the
That was
peasants.
one thing. And I was nervous with Brian. I was like, Brian, look down. All these people are worms. And I think that's a really important part of MAGFest for me.
Yeah,
But you also get a part of it. Is like you do get part of that MAGFest experience because you get the
You get to
Zelda
hear the
quartet.
roars. Oh,
Oh, dude,
yeah.
waking
Like
up
you
to
didn't
that
even
is
have to.
really
You didn't even
nice.
have to go downstairs. You just put the chair on the balcony
Yeah.
and
I
look
will
down.
say, they had a lot of bands in like the
The orchestra and the lobby. Yeah.
I really only liked the orchestra. I really did not like the other ones being. on
the
there.
Like
quartet
Rental
was by far the
Floss.
best.
Yeah, the
It's
Rental
like-
Floss dude needed to not. be
Waking
there.
up to Zelda Quartet is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need.
Best nap.
Rental
Light
floss
strings.
stressed me out a little bit.
Yeah, I did not like that.
I was not enjoying that.
didn't
Sorry,
like
Brent.
I mean, some people are into it. That's cool. But like
Not everyone.
when it's like, it was like in the evening, and then all you hear is just like. To me, it just sounded like somebody ranting.
Yeah, that's what it
to a
sounded like
beat.
to me.
Yeah.
That's why
Which,
was
I mean,
like,
some people like that.
'Cause I was upset.
If
That
you're
was-
not paying
It's
attention
it's
to it,
Thursday,
right?
It's very harsh.
That was
Yeah.
Thursday. It
Yeah.
was the first day.
and
So
I
I'm still
appreciate
setting up
what
some
he's
stuff.
doing. He's but like
I don't.
Next year, yay or nay, Richie?
Yes.
Next year, yay or nay, Ben?
I mean, it's 2020.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dirty 30 for me.
It's the, what are we gonna do for the Akira Olympics?
Tokyo Olympics. Tokyo
yeah.
Olympics.
We're
That'll
just
be
gonna
our
have to buy a
theme.
U-Beat machine.
Nebula. Yeah.
I think that's all we can do is buy another machine.
Yeah, we gotta buy
Another
a U-Beat
cab.
machine.
We have to get a Jubeat machine
We do.
for sure. This
Doable.
time. Because
I want to
it's,
put it in the
definitely
room
doable.
connected.
it's small, it's portable,
Yeah. you can put it
relative
next
to like
the
normal
van.
cabs,
Yeah.
it is probably the most like logistically viable.
Not free to play.
Whoa, no lines.
No.
But 50 cents.
also-
At least 50 cents.
That's not bad.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
What was
Can
it?
you do that? I don't know.
We
how
ju-
it's
No
set up
free
there.
play on the
Okay.
Jubeat machine.
Instead of taking
Whenever I
fake
see
money,
people
we just
setting up
take
UV
actual
machines,
quarters
it
and
takes
we
a lot
got
of
change
work.
for people.
Oh,
Yeah.
The arcade cat takes a lot.
If they PayPal
That's
us too.
true.
I think also for next year we just open up a Patreon. We had people that tipped us. We had a tip jar out.
Thank
Thank
you
you
all,
so much
by
for
the way.
tipping. But we also had a bunch of people that are like, "Do you guys have a Patreon? I would love to pitch in for this so that
Oh, that
like
was a
things can be better
recurring theme.
next year." Which might be something to plan out.
Yeah.
that'll get
Maybe
you an
we'll do a
invite.
panel.
Maybe we'll do
Oh,
a panel.
I don't know.
That's
what-
true.
A lot of
maybe
discussions
something.
in
Throwing a con party.
Yeah,
That's best.
the
Yeah.
sustainable con party.
Yeah.
Sustainable.
Yeah,
The Gaylord tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Actually, we could just do one called the Gaylord tips and tricks.
yeah.
Huh.
That's
Huh.
what we're doing now.
So nah.
So nay.
Yeah.
Bigger question though than MAGFest is: do we try to have a bigger Kalahari presence as well? Since that's kind of our next
Yeah.
biggest
Oh,
con.
there's so much to move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Kalahari is a
I'll
special
move my
thing.
body.
It's logistically a little more difficult.
It is.
Unless we have a Jubeat machine.
I think rooms in
Still
Kalahari. Is it a
That's a discussion for a different day.
Is it a party suite? Like hotel suite party?
No, it's not the
or
same. It's not the same.
It's a pool party.
It's
not
a
a hotel
yeah.
party.
It's a discussion for a different day.
They
Yeah.
have parties,
Right, sure.
but it's like
For wrapping it up, I just want to say thank you to Alexis, who we met this year.
Yes.
I want to say thank you to Matt, our number one fan.
Our truest fan.
Comes from Texas.
He's
He did-
listening to this. I
He
bet
did
he's
it.
listening to this right
He
now.
did it real big this year. He showed me pictures of his room party.
Yeah.
It's so nice because they always have the Texas flag,
Yeah.
but they didn't have an atrium room this time. So when you open the door in the Gaylord, you have a little hallway with a closet, and immediately goes into the bathroom, and then it goes into the room. They hung the Texas flag right there before you get to the room.
You gotta go under it.
Yeah, but the thing is that when you walk in, it's a normal room. It's lit up like by the regular lights. You're like whatever, but then you step through the flag and you're in this nebula world because they had lights off,
Yeah.
completely dark. They had a video DJ set up
Nice.
that they've been like experimenting with. They had strobe lights and they had music and they had drinks.
And they didn't get shut down.
Yeah, and
That's
Good
the way
luck.
to go.
Good
Oh,
luck.
I need to go.
but
see
I think
that
they just like funneled people out eventually, and then
Yeah.
they went to do a lap.
Because
So
they watch our videos. They listen.
yeah, no, they did a really good
Learn
job.
from our mistakes.
Also, shout out to the people from the MAGFest game room who said that they recognized us at New Year's Eve. I didn't catch his name.
Several
Hey.
people from the MAGFest stuff did stop in, and they enjoyed. They had a little nice thing. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for tipping. Hope you guys enjoyed happy hour if you came through, and hope you enjoyed the podcast. I'm ready to
a
go
long one.
watch Firefest documentaries.
Prayers up.
Okay, see you next year.
See ya.
I'm obliterated.
I am obliterated.